Hello everyone, welcome to another KOC2 Pantryverse. We're in New Japan where, look at that, we're at G1 Climax bitchin' to the max.
Yeah, that's right. It's G1 season, baby.
That's supposed to be the fucking nickname.
Sure, why not? I don't see no issue with this.
I mean, this year's Climax is literally, born in the ring. So I guess this nickname is gonna be pitching to the max.
That's right.
So it makes a lot more fucking sense when you really think about it.
Oh yes. And we have 8 participants in the G1 this year. We got Atsushi Onita, Jun Akiyama, Bill Goldberg, Kensuke Sasaki, Terry Funk, Ric Flair, Hollywood Hogan, and Ricky Dozan. Who will win? And I believe you said there was a caveat in this tournament with Terry Funk, right, JM?
Yes, there is a caveat. If Terry Funk wins this tournament, he will be allowed to choose his opponent at Wrestle Kingdom to defend his title.
Oh.
But there's a cap. But if Funk does not win, somebody is being crowned new IWGP champion.
Oh man, so he's technically defending the belt 7 times. Probably an 8th if he makes it to the finals.
Like,
And if Funk does win the tournament, right? And if he has defenses, he'll have a lot of mandatory defenses on the way there.
I'll do what I want.
He'll be defending if Funk wins, right? And anyone who he's lost to, he will have to defend them every New Japan turn until January.
Oh my. And
But whoever wins this tournament could be crowned the new IWGP champion. So whoever ultimately wins.
Alright. And with
That is the twist for this year.
Alright. And with us here on the commentary, you heard from JM, the leader of New Japan in the Pantryverse. JM, say hi.
Hey, how's it going? The greatest company in the world!
Then we have the leader of all Japan in the Pantryverse, Skittles.
hi.
I'm looking forward to when Mal does the Champions Carnival this year.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I literally forgot about the Champions Carnival. Holy shit.
Yeah, you can just do a single elimination if you want, like an 8-man bracket. Then next up, we got the World Japan leader with us, Rasta. I think it's getting a soundboard ready for him. Yep.
Damn it, Rasta!
Yeah, he did. And then we have the biggest...
No good scum. That snake in the grass. A guy who's just as much of a con artist as Kendo Kashin and Keiji Muto.
Hey, wait a minute.
Pony. The Kendo Kashin of the pantry.
Hey, wait
You
a
know
minute.
what? You
The
know what?
canon between
That
that
doesn't-
and here is completely different.
You know what? It actually makes sense. He is, to be fair, Pony is technically Kendo Kashi when you really think about it.
Well, he does wear a mask. I mean, 2 and 2 together, it all makes sense.
Plus, he's a problem, so. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what PPWA stuff. Right here, we got good matches coming to you. And I'm predicting that Sasaki will be the one with the least amount of points.
I predict Onita to be literally be like the fucking, not sleeper, but the spoiler.
I could see him pulling upsets here and there.
I'm wondering who's going to be the biggest loser.
That's gonna be very difficult when you have a stacked freaking league.
Yeah, it could be.
Imagine
It's probably... Oh, yeah, go Skittles.
Imagine if Goldberg just did not win one match, bro.
I would laugh.
That will require the match to go beyond 5 minutes each time.
Comedy.
Well, either way, let's start our first match. Oh
No.
boy. Akiyama and Onita starting things off here at the Sumo Hall. everyone. This is a one-night show, so you get to see everyone wrestle countless times. And by the way, the gates are locked. No one can leave until the show is over. We here in New Japan take ourselves seriously, isn't that right, JM?
Yep.
No.
Well, I mean, Terry Funk and Hulk Hogan were the main event of one of their shows earlier this year, so yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, you guys go here for 56 whole matches.
Man, I hate everything, bro.
That's why
so here comes
6% to make it faster.
Alright, so here we go. Here comes that Sushi Onita.
Your boy.
One of
and the famous politician.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. When you think of strong style, you think of Onita.
Yes.
Truly one of the greatest minds in the history of our sport. And here comes JM's favorite wrestler of the 2000s, Jun Akiyama.
May have a theme song like that. Can you blame him?
Oh yeah. Jun Akiyama has never had a bad theme song.
Just really bad luck.
Oh yeah. But maybe
he could never, the fans will never make him the guy. They'll never accept him as the top guy.
Despite, having all the credentials to be the top guy. Everything that you need to be the top guy, and there they are going, yeah, I don't feel like it.
Don't blame Misawa for that one.
I blame the TV changing the time slots to be from prime time to late night and graveyard more.
Low.
But either way, here we go. Who does everyone got for our debut match of the G1 Bitchin' to the Max?
Akiyama.
The only way I see Onita winning, he has to do the fireball. He's got to be super dirty.
Oh, like he was to Inoki last year.
Yeah, I remember when he slapped the shit out of Inoki and got a pin?
That was funny.
You want her car or Shiva?
When we did the Tokon Resident 4 G1.
He did, yeah, he beat him in both G1s, the Tokon Resident and the KOC2.
I'll tell you one thing. This summer, I feel in the pantry, we will be doing more summer tournaments.
Yeah, because we got officially announced World Japan and 01 are doing their King of Deadass tournament and Fire Festival respectively.
Oh hell yeah!
And, I'll be doing tournaments on the weekdays in the pantry Discord, so as well.
Who knows if All Japan will do the Champion Carnival, or are they gonna wait a bit on that?
So what's the next?
The next show is All Japan.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Mel. Next Sunday is your turn.
Fuck, bro. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
We have faith in you.
Why?
Because yes.
Why not?
I guess so. Shit.
So is there a time limit in each of these matches, or is it just going on forever?
I think it's going to go on forever, or 30 minutes. Then again, no singles match is going to hit that 30-minute mark unless they're both technical wrestlers, like a Fujinami versus Flair. Because I had that happen.
Wouldn't a 20-minute time limit do the trick?
I would suppose so, but I don't think the fans would want to see that.
If you put Ric Flair and Fujinami in a ring against each other, they're going to pull off an instant classic.
Oh, yeah.
You should have seen the, in one of my classic streams I did, you should have seen this Nishimura Fujinami match I did, where it ended, Fujinami was caught in the Cobra Twist, and he reversed into his own Cobra Twist, and that was the finish.
That's kind of funny. Your move won't beat me, but the exact same move will beat you.
No, because he did it, and he reversed it while he was still in it.
Oh, like a pin attempt.
Yeah, I think that reversal is unique to Fujinami.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so I would say this: my Champions Carnival is basically just guys I never really used in the fucking cards.
Well, that's just a good idea.
And I don't know who I don't use. That's the thing.
Well, I can look through the.
Well, time for you to start going through the tapes.
That's what I'm doing. Like I got my document where I document all my cards and shit, and I still don't remember who I didn't use.
Well, let's see. Daisuke Ikeda, Juni Zamida, Takahiro Murahama. I'm looking through some of the names I don't recognize. Oh, Ian, welcome.
Oh, Exploder.
Oh my god, it's fucking.
Oh no! Oh god, wrist clutch Exploder, and that's it.
Akiyama wins. LOL.
Fucking lol.
Look, man, Onita, he had some control periods, but then Akiyama just threw in that Exploder out of nowhere.
Well,
I'm putting to
let's
kiss
be
the
fair,
other. I'm
earlier
pushing to the moon.
Well, to be fair, earlier in the match, Onita kind of gassed out.
What's the max for
84%.
So what are you trying to say,
so what's the max for single elimination again?
You could do 8, 16, 32.
Okay, I'm doing I might just say 16, maybe.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, just random.
Yeah, round robin, we're probably limiting it to 8.
8 is the max we're doing for round robin because we saw how
Well,
that messed
for
with
the
Super Junior.
Nah. We need to do
That
another
wasn't.
N.
No, that was no.
No.
When I did
You're not doing another
first.
N1 like that.
First, BOSJ wasn't like that.
It was like 3 hours long,
was-
though.
No, yeah. Well, remember that was a 200 speed with 8 people.
Yeah, that's why we're
gotta
doing
do
300 with 8
N1.
people.
It was the N1 that was the N1. At least when I did BOSJ over the summer before we did Pantryverse, it was 2 blocks, so we had a variety of matches, of really fun matches.
I know, but the N1, like, there were some good matches, but my gosh, because it was 20 guys in one block, it just...
Bro, that shit was fucking hilarious.
No, but wait. Wait, first, we didn't do the big BOSJ in one day. We did that in separate days.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, we had
did,
that
like,
a couple
one
days,
block
and it
a
took
day.
us 3 weeks to finish the N1
That
last
shit
year.
was awesome.
Oh no,
bro.
I'm not talking about the N1.
We
I'm
had
talking about BOSJ.
marathoned it, like a 4-hour
Dude, I'm talking
long
about
marathon
dude,
to finish it.
Dude, I'm talking about BOSJ. I'm not talking about the N1.
I know. I'm just giving because Skittles mentioned the N1. And we're just getting
At
memories.
least BOSJ, we were doing one show. We were doing like 1 block every day.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Bro,
Here we go.
All right, so wait, what's the next match?
I accidentally. Okay, it's
Oh my fucking god.
okay.
Bill's
Goldberg and Kensuke Sasaki.
Bro.
But
That
either way,
shit was
welcome, Ian. You're in
fucking
for you're in for a great time right now. G1 bitching to the max. How's it going?
What the fuck? Who is this black Okay. Yeah, I like how you like how you're gonna blow this one in the last opportunity because you don't deserve the power shot. Like you're a fraud. What the fuck? Who is this guy? Is that my inner demons? Cause that makes sense.
What?
He's doing a storyline in Fight Forever, Chris.
I know, but like how he was reading it out loud is like, what the heck is going on? Either way,
This man's having a persona moment. He's fighting the shadow.
Oh my
Bro.
gosh.
Why is he wearing red?
Copyright.
Yo.
Also, whoever did the edits, the setup, I think it was whoever set it up ahead of time. They didn't get the edit in for Goldberg.
Bro, why is my fucking shadow? But this is crazy. This is the goofy shit I like in wrestling games, bro. My inner demon.
Alright, here comes 90s Kensuke Sasaki.
That's right, take the dream like the storm. He has many things he wants to tell us.
Man, I love that fucking
He has a note on his hand, written on his hand that says "Fuck Ricky Choshu." He's not sure why that's there on his hand.
Yeah. There's a fun fact about Kensuke Sasaki. When he left World Japan, he purposely had his mind erased to forget that entire event happened. Unfortunately, he has the mark "Fuck Ricky Choshu," and he's trying to figure out why that's on there.
Yeah.
And for some reason, instinctively, he doesn't want to be anywhere near Ricky Choshu.
Well, I mean, considering what Ricky Choshu is, I wouldn't be near him either.
Yeah, he's a what was it, a cyborg or something?
No, a big fucking cunt.
I'm
Let's
glad
spend
I
your money.
didn't drink when you said that. 'Cause I was about to drink when you said that. Oh.
He's gonna spend all the money.
Well, he's already spent World Japan's money.
Well, I mean, World Japan has a new sponsor. It's called Rasta, and what was it, DeviantArt or something?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. Rasta is Ricky Choshu's personal money mark.
Is Ricky Choshu even in the World Japan in the Pantryverse? Let me check.
I think it's in New Japan in Pantryverse.
What the fuck?
Nah, he's not in mine. He's not in my save on my side of things.
Okay.
Okay, I found him.
Oh my-
He is in Pro Wrestling Noah. I don't even
Yo.
think they've used him in Noah.
Yo, what is this Dark Side of the Ring fucking shit I'm in right now? What the fuck, bro?
Oh man, what does everyone think of some of the episodes of Dark Side of the
Alright,
Ring
hey.
currently?
No,
Alright.
like,
What I haven't seen him. The one I'm curious about is the Dash at the Beach one. I'm like, what are you going to talk about in that one? Like, brother, I don't know if we're going to hear from Hope Brother. He's, because he should be in that one.
Well, which batch at the beach are they going to be
the
talking about?
2000.
2000. It's like we're only going to hear from the people who are relevant to this is Booker T, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, Vince Russo, and Eric Bischoff and Hogan. But I have a feeling we're not going to have Hogan in that one. So because I would like to hear what Hogan has to say, because he was pretty much the one who got screwed over in that.
Well, on an unrelated note, Goldberg's gonna lose. It's been longer than 10 minutes.
Are
Pony,
you sure about that?
why do you jinx it?
It's
Right
funny,
when you
as you
said
were
he's
saying that,
going to
you get
lose,
ready for
he
the
hits the
jackhammer.
jackhammer. He did that to spite you, Pony.
Yeah.
You
Hogan's looking at Kent. Goldberg's looking at Pony Kashin right now, and he's like, "Bitch, you're next."
Not with that rating.
You suck.
Goldberg's like, "Fuck that rating, spear."
Spears Pony back into the commentary
Going
table.
cartwheels.
Oh,
He don't give a fuck.
Oh no.
Goldberg
A legendary battle.
If Goldberg don't give a fuck about
Change the rules of the match. It's on G1 Climax now.
if Goldberg don't give a fuck about no Mark's rating.
And it's Terry Funk time. Terry Funk gonna beat Ric Flair. Gonna
Oh,
beat
here
him
we
like
go.
the redhead
Here we go.
stepchild he is, and what he should have done to David. You're not gonna be a wrestler, David. Get back in the kitchen.
Oh god, Ric Flair's about to get his hands on Ric Flair.
Ric Flair's gonna get his hands on Ric Flair. Did I hear that?
No, I said Funk is gonna get his hands on Flair.
I am not
I
paying
heard
attention
Flair
today.
gets his hands on Flair first.
You can't beat me, Terry. I will beat myself up before you get me. Woo, woo. He starts bleeding right there on the spot.
Here comes the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
I'm the best one. I recently went to the Stampede Calgary. I'll beat Dynamite Kid in a title match. I'm the best in the world.
Did they ever have a match?
They will now.
Even if a tag?
It was a
No, I
house
mean in real
show.
life. No, I mean in real life.
Probably not, but that's something to check out in the future. If they did, it had to be like some house show
We
territory.
gotta find I think it was Championship Wrestling from Florida or Georgia Championship Wrestling. It was one of those. We gotta find that Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes bunkhouse cage match.
It's probably Florida. Cause that
Yeah,
sounds.
probably Florida. Now, like, remember when I showed you guys that squash match he did in that empty arena cage match?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the actual match that they had in that cage match.
Well, there's one place you won't find it. You won't find it on the WWE Network. It's Terry Funk. Ain't no Mark. Terry Funk is the big deal. Well, speaking of
Funny thing is, you'll still see a lot of Terry Funk matches on the network because of his ECW time.
You can't prove that. Those are figments of
Ric
your
Flair
imagination.
Ric Flair has a note on his hand. It literally says, "Fuck Vince McMahon."
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, the best
And
part is it says
it's like-
woo with capital O's and lowercase O's exactly like that.
It's like on one hand it says fuck Vince McMahon, woo, and on the other hand it says fuck Eric Bischoff.
Woo. You have to say woo on both hands.
What woo? You know, this stomach says fuck Vince Russo.
Woo.
I'm in a 4-way for the title.
Well, that's a dropkick. I invented that in 1146. Those are some kicks. I invented those in 16 BC.
All right, so what are our predictions here? Who we got here?
Terry.
Flair or Funk?
Flair.
Oh, you think you can style
Who is it?
profile? There's my ring.
Yep.
Well, speaking of
This
a
is the next
Terry Funk
chapter
versus
of the-
Flair.
This is the next chapter of the epic rivalry.
All right.
In the
Yeah, but
land of the
rivalry,
lion.
who will
These
retire
two-
first?
These two motherfuckers would never retire.
They were there when Jesus was crucified. They were the pre-show for the crucifixion.
Well,
They were
Flair might be.
no. They were the reason why Jesus was crucified.
Flair
Ric
might
Flair
have to be
wanted the
forced to
30
retire 'cause
pieces
no
of
one wants to work
silver
with
and
him.
used Judas as the decoy.
When Flair did his retirement match, he wanted Jay Lethal on the show, but Lethal backed out. It's like, no, he has a fucking pacemaker. I ain't doing it.
But,
So it's like Flair might be forced to retire if no one's willing to work with him because he has a pacemaker.
oh, gosh.
Or first high spot of the match.
Which makes sense. It's like for safety reasons they don't want to work with him.
But, speaking of Terry Funk and Ric Flair, I just recently watched that little video you had me do of their WCW 2000 pay-per-view 10, like the Last Man Standing match, where I did Terry Funk commentary. My gosh, that is something that we should do like a watch over again sometime in the future.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that. We can do like a live reaction to that.
Because I'm listening to it, it's like, wow, I was on key for a good Rasta. He's warning us.
Spinning Toho.
I got a shitty toe hold for you right here. I got another one. Why won't you tap? Flair, you need to tap when I tell you to. What other things? Flair and Funk are so old. They were there at the Ides of March. They said that it was a backyard wrestling spot gone too far.
Fair enough.
Outlaw Macho.
They had the social security numbers 1 and 2.
They're so fucking old. Even cavemen thought, like, it wasn't real.
I can see it. Booga booga, this fake.
No. In the children's play box, you see Terry Funk, Ric Flair, and Yoshiaki Fujiwara. Perennial old man.
That's right. They were there. So many crazy moments. Ford Theater, when Lincoln was assassinated. Little did they know is that it was a Terry Funk versus Ric Flair at the Ford Theater that day.
Look, Ric Flair was going to take the pail that Fujiwara was playing with in the sand, and he gave him a Fujiwara armbar.
They were around when pugs were not genetic mishaps.
And you want to know who's in the Jungle Gym?
Great Kojika.
No. In the Jungle Gym, you see Rusher Kimura and his best buddy, Giant Baba.
Now, let me tell you something.
And Rusher Kimura, he's yelling at him. And Haruka Egan across the park. Like, fuck you, Egan. Giant Baba's my best buddy. Yeah, you can't be friends with Baba. That's my friend. Fuck you, Egan. Go hang with that bitch Fuchi.
Alright. So, God created man and woman, right? Adam and Eve. What they didn't tell you, he also created Terry Funk and Ric Flair. But they was fighting.
Hogan is the snake. He's like, brother, eat the apple, dude. That will make you smart like me, brother.
Like, you know the story about Cain and Abel, right?
Yeah.
That was a lie. It was actually a Ric Flair and fucking Terry Funk.
The original heel turn, it all makes sense.
Oh, wait. Speaking of brother. It's okay.
No.
Yeah.
You want to talk about someone who's smart?
Yeah.
Talk about Bob Sapp. This is a man who still makes money off of MMA, despite the fact the dude just loses every fucking fight.
Yeah, because they
This is
throw
goated.
money at him, and he just like, okay, oh, look at that, I lost. Who could have saw that coming? Thanks for the free money, bitches.
To be fair, he did
Yeah.
fight seriously at one point in time.
Yeah, and saying as soon as he realized he was
Oh.
making the same amount to lose as he was to win, he stopped taking it seriously.
That was around 2005,
Nah,
wasn't
you want
it?
No, would you like to? You want to know something? When he fought Osunarashi at Ryzen, that was the last time he actually was serious because somebody he knew in the sumo world, I think, died, and he really respected that guy,
I can believe that.
and he actually did take that fight seriously. Dude, he got a loud pop for doing a leg sweep takedown.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he got a big victory. Like, it was by judge's decision, but still, his first victory in a long time. What was it? An 18-fight
Years.
losing streak broken?
Yeah, he got a big pop for
Yeah, I
winning.
remember hearing him do an interview with Ariel Helwani, the guy who does like MMA news.
Yeah. Also,
And
the
he
fact that Osunarashi was also I think it was under the tutorship of Akibono, who was rivals with Sap.
And Ariel asked him, like, how does it feel to be considered the worst MMA fighter in history? And he's like, fuck, I'll take that proudly, because I'm making millions of dollars while these UFC guys are barely making $250,000, and that's with bonuses.
I'm gonna be real with you. I should respect that. No lie.
Bob Sapp knows the term money in miles.
Right, so like I respect that a lot. What song is
And
this?
that didn't stop.
It's supposed
Enya.
to be a cover. Yeah, the cover of Enya's Book of Life, I think it was.
Yeah, it's a religious song.
Oh, that just sounds lit though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, Enya is
Yeah,
a
I
good
agree.
musician. But here we go.
But I really wish that Sap did more wrestling now.
Yeah, I think the last time he wrestled was IGF.
Yeah. Like, imagine he did like a full-on New Japan run, even beyond the dark period.
Oh, Ian, you're getting a little poppy on there.
I don't know. It would have been cool to see him and Giant Bernard go at it.
Oh, Rasta, if you want to do, we have to wait for the trades next year.
Yeah.
And
Bernard
if you
would
want
have
to know
joined the
who has
company
Ricky Choshu, it's Noah.
a couple of years later. All right, so here we go. Oh God, multiple Kisagiri chops.
And Hogan just
A bunch of
no-sold
martial arts chops from Ricky Dozon onto the Hulkster.
And Hogan ain't taking that.
This would probably be the one and only time if Hogan wins, there'd be a freaking riot at the arena.
If anyone beats Ricky Dozon in the G1, there will be a lot of garbage thrown in the ring. Like, worse than freaking anytime Pony did anything at PPWA.
No, I'm thinking like Vader, like when Vader took out Antonio Inoki.
Oh,
and
yeah,
how
worse than that.
I'm
It's gonna
actually
be so
surprised
bad.
when they put Vader in, when they put Vader's template in, that they gave him the Voodoo Child rendition. I would have thought they would have given him his 80s version, his New Japan 80s version, where he was coming out to the Battlestar Galactica song.
No, he came out to his Noah theme,
Eyes
which
of
was
the world.
Bullhammer or something. But he also used it in All Japan for a bit. But they just went.
No, I'm talking about Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, Hogan. Okay. I
Well,
heard
Hogan-
Vader for some reason.
No. Hogan was coming out to the. They have Hogan.
Voodoo Child,
Hogan's,
yeah.
I said Hogan's template. Yeah, they have coming out to the Voodoo Child rendition. I would have thought when they put his indie self in there, I would have thought it would have been his Battlestar Galactica song that he had.
I think they chose that one because the recent Hogan appearance in Japan was Voodoo Child, and they put in Hulk Hogan, the Hogan parody that Naoya Ogawa had, which also used Voodoo Child, and they said 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
You want? I have a opinion on Hulk Hogan's Voodoo Child.
What is it?
Worst theme ever.
I think it truly only got over because it's
Jimi Hendrix. Like, Jimi Hendrix, like, he's one of those musicians where it's like, there's not much to criticize. He's
It
one of
just-
the most
he
prolific guitar
parried
players.
the X-Bomber. Ricky Dozon actually parried the X-Bomber, countered
Yeah.
into a Ippon Izagoi. Oh god, Tiger Bomb! Oh god!
Not even
Double over
2.9.
power bomb.
Hogan's making him work. Leg drop.
X-Bomber! Leg drop, the ultimate move! X-Bomber!
Hogan is pissed.
Yes, he is.
X-Bomber!
The world is angry. Garbage is flying. I haven't seen a crowd this angry since the 2008 Nintendo E3 conference. It's horrible out here. It's just weed music and stupid shit.
Jesus
Hogan better
Christ.
start running because he probably just pissed off the Yakuza.
He did more than piss off the Yakuza. He pissed off the Mafia, the Triple Triads. He pissed off a guy that you probably know named Jeff from Moose Lake. He is livid right now.
Jesus
Hogan
Christ.
was like, he hit multiple bombers and he dropped multiple leg drops.
Somebody.
The ultimate move!
Actually, heard a story about
Jesus,
how Ricky Dozon.
that was just a burial and a half.
I heard about a story about like when Ricky Dozon stabbing.
He's like,
guy
I'm the
who
god of
stabbed
pure
him
rescue now,
actually
brother.
Gloated about it to his Yakuza family. Then the Yakuza immediately beat the shit out of him for doing it.
It's crazy.
Oh,
man.
man, Hogan's like, I'm the god of pure rescue now, dude.
So whoever could beat Hogan is the new god after Hogan.
Hogan's like, when I win the G1, brother, I will be the god of the Pantryverse.
Oh my gosh, that is a crazy idea. Now I think of
Yeah,
it.
It's like,
I have an
Inoki,
idea.
fuck you.
I have an idea for a league structure, for a league tournament, but it would have to be like a crossover between all the shows. They can't keep getting away with this Climax. All the guys that JM constantly accuses of getting away with it just face each other in the league tournament.
Oh my god, there'd be Kensa Suzuki, Keiji Muto. If we make it a Fire Pro World, we could add Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, I have Jeff Jarrett in my save.
Well, that takes one problem down. But the thing is, are you man enough to download Kenzo Suzuki?
Nobody's made a DMNT Logic version of it yet.
Does this have one of the edits from the Fire Pro D or something? Or Z?
Goldberg versus Alita.
Oh my, here's a great picture in No Mic Chat. But it's funny you mentioned that, Rasta, because of how Noah's been recently with Zach and Boris having me and JM improvise for them. I actually have Ricky Choshu booked on the semi-main event.
Oh shit! I actually won.
That's funny. The thing is, that's true. Ed's retard strength scares me more than Super Saiyan.
That's crazy, bro.
Who would win in a fight?
You guys are
Perfect
big,
Cell or Ed with a pebble in his shoe?
Ed with the pebble in his shoe.
That's fucking Ed.
Who would win in a fight between Beerus, the god of destruction, versus Ed with a pebble in his shoe?
Ed.
Ed.
Because Ed was going crazy. Like, didn't I see what he been doing?
Oh yeah, he
No,
was a force of nature,
He was a menace to society, bro.
and a few others. This is a walking human disaster, or a walking natural disaster. There we go.
And the thing that makes it all, that made Ed's entire retard strength thing all kind of come full circle, how smart he actually is.
Yeah, you guys want to know something?
In the
Oh,
movie, he
yeah.
knocked out Eddie's brother by pulling the hinge off his door.
Yeah,
Makes you
the,
want-
Oh my!
It
Oh
makes
wow! You guys want to know something funny? Rey Mysterio was at a UFC event yesterday, right?
Yeah, they
and he
misspelled
got a
his
bigger
name.
pop. No, he got a bigger pop than the UFC fighters at the event.
And they misspelled his name on TV.
yeah, instead of Ray as R-E-Y, it was Ray as if that was his name.
His actual name.
How do you mess that up?
That's
E and A are not that close on a keyboard.
That's hilarious, bro.
Unless they did one of those, like, for typing out, they have like the speech, like you talk into it and it brings out text, like that program. And the AI is like, oh, Ray as in Raymond, not Ray as in the Spanish word for king.
Raymond.
But here we go. Onita thinks he can take on Goldberg.
Everyone loves Raymond.
Oh. Everybody hates Onita, though.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was
Goldberg's just. Goldberg's like,
Onita's gonna get blanked in this comment.
I'm not doing that. Goldberg's like, I ain't doing that FMW bullshit.
Well, it was less than 10 minutes, so it was obvious Goldberg was winning.
Rasta, why is Onita weak in this game? Because this is based off of his early 2000s indie stuff template. So like when he was in WJ, or when he was doing shit in...
this is him in New Japan in 99, 2000.
Or some of the Onita Pro stuff he did. But he can pull off upsets. Like, remember, when we did the G1 last year, he beat Inoki in KOC2. They based him off of what he had done recently, because he was still active. Like how Yoshiaki Yatsu, they based him off more of his active stuff from the SPWF and WJ. Or like how Tiger Mask won in this game, they based off what he looked like in 2003, a big old beer gut.
Well, here he is, the man that's lived longer than Christianity itself.
That's right, I was there when freaking Hinduism was a branch making new idea.
Wait, so what was the song again? Book of Life?
Book of Life, I believe that's the name of the song.
By... Inya, there we go, I found it. I was like, what the fuck?
I want to go the fuck to sleep.
No, you don't.
Go to bed then. Here comes Ricky Dozan.
It's funny you mention that. Both of these guys are masters at putting people to sleep. And by putting to sleep, I mean euthanasia.
Yes.
Oh god, Ricky Dozan, Terry Funk. Who could have imagined?
Probably the guy who made the block. You. You could have seen this coming. You made this shit. But either way, I'm gonna beat Ricky Dozan. I done something he never did. Lived past the age of 50. I went there. I'm a heel now.
that Ricky Dozan call is very unrealistic.
Why, he's not smiling enough?
Yes. He needs to smile more.
It's gonna be like Whitest Kids, you know. Your mouth more open, and you have to be happier. So when he's trying to talk, his mouth is just agape with a big old grin, and he can't even enunciate any words. So he's going, ah! Oh, it didn't even go through on the Discord, but in the OBS, you guys heard that.
I just noticed that in my chat, why did they make Onita so weak? I mean, this is around the same exact time that Onita lost a deathmatch by disqualification.
Yeah, I like how that one video, we still reference the World Japan episode that I did, because that was fucking stupid.
The greatest.
I mean, I can kind of get it from the perspective of it's a hardcore match, not no holds barred. It's like the fireball's still an illegal maneuver.
I say that's stupid. Like, it's called deathmatch for a reason. You go all out.
Well, if we're talking about first doing stupid things, everyone remembers your count out with the hardcore stuff.
Yes.
There's a reason why PPWA got rid of countouts.
There's a reason why PPWA is not like. There's a reason why we're still in business.
No, I'd say
we have house shows everywhere. And don't forget, coming soon this month, Zuma Mania 2 at the Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium.
At the Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium.
That's an actual thing, yes.
Ian showed me, and it's real, and I'm surprised.
It's a baseball stadium in Hiroshima. It's where the Carp play.
Oh, hold on.
He said Zoom Zoom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my
no. It's
fucking
in
God.
Hiroshima, right?
Yep.
You know what arena we should use though?
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Arena should we use?
The very last arena. Basically the WrestleMania 33 arena.
That was not Dallas. It was the one after Dallas.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where was it? Like Florida or some shit?
It
was called the Ultimate Thrill, right? I remember that.
Yeah, I think that was Orlando. Camping. The Orange Bowl.
Could be Orange Bowl. Yeah, I think that could be right.
Yeah,
because it was the year they had just renamed it to Camping World Stadium, and Vince's like, fuck it, I'm calling it Orange Bowl because it sounds less stupid.
I know, right? But like,
I mean, Orange Bowl is an actual.
I think I used that arena.
So we're gonna have a simulcast. Some of the matches are at the Mazda Zoom Stadium, and the others are at the Orange Bowl in Florida.
Nope. No.
It's gonna be a WrestleMania 2 simulcast where it's just a disaster.
No. I mean, PPWA is a fucking
so
disaster.
bad was they apparently never advertised that to any of the arenas that they were only gonna have like 2 matches.
Yeah, imagine being the people who had to watch Uncle Elmer and Adrian Adonis.
It's like anything advertise it ahead of time of like, hey, you're only getting 2 matches, then you're watching the show from the other arenas. Not just tell them, oh hey, we're gonna hold WrestleMania here, and it's like you're only holding half the event.
Oh no, spinning to the Ricky Dozo. Backslide, too.
You can't beat me with a backslide. I invented that move. Great way how I did. Oh no, Boston Crab. I beat people that eat crab from Boston.
German.
I beat a German man once. You probably heard of his name. His name was Adolf. Oh, I know he was Austrian. Close enough.
My nigga, what?
I'm the reason why World War II was a victory.
What?
I saved the world.
The more you keep talking,
well, Chuck Norris was born the day before the Nazis surrendered. Coincidence?
It's like how Romania entered World War I the day before the treaty to end World War I happened. I declare war. Oh crap, Romania's here, guys. Come on, we have to end the war now.
Or does Ricky don't a Yatsuda driver?
Like how I brought up. Like how I brought up the joke of like Brazil will only fight when snakes are smoking. It's like the most respected unit among the Germans.
3-minute warning. 3-minute warning.
To the point when they surrendered in Italy.
Did this be our first draw?
They surrendered to the Brazilians first.
No.
There you go.
2-0.
I beat every expectation you throw at me. I am the limit. Nobody can break the limit.
Well, I am the expectation.
I am the expectation, Skylar. By the way, this is not math.
Anybody notice how the Japanese crowd is getting increasingly agitated?
They like that match.
88%.
This G1 Climax is not going well for Ricky Dozan.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not going well for nobody.
Well, then again, Ricky Dozan's probably not used to these tournaments.
Voodoo, welcome.
I don't think any tournament of any type is in the JWA.
Thank you for welcoming me. I see you are live streaming the Coliseum of the Kings.
Yes, Broken Voodoo Hardy.
I knew you'd get the reference. I'm about 60 minutes into Broken Matt Hardy's interview with Chris Jericho. Won the 2016.
That's right, he said something like, this is the accent of the future in the year 3000.
Yeah, and he was talking about like the new wrestling in Japan, and the honorable ring and subterranean lucha.
Subterranean.
You know, he's calling it Lucha Underground. That's the new name of Lucha Underground.
Alright, here comes Jun Akiyama.
A man who loves to be around town.
In fact, the thing is, even now that he doesn't do the broken Matt Hardy
Jun
thing anymore.
Akiyama will be taking on Rick
He still talks
Flair.
Like when they announced that
Jun
Jeff Jarrett,
Akiyama, the thunder that is blue.
like when they announced that Jeff Jarrett would be his tag team partner in the Blind Eliminator.
Oh
He chimed in and
my.
said, "Jarrett, I'm Jeff. I hate him. The sucker."
Alright, so who do we got here? Do we got Ric Flair or do we have Jun Akiyama?
I've got Akiyama.
Yeah, I'm going for
I
Akiyama.
can see that.
Flair's a legend, but Akiyama can dump you on your fucking head.
Akiyama.
He may dump people on people's heads, woo! But I got my knife-edge chop, woo! And the figure four leg lock, woo! And a roll-up,
Akiyama,
woo!
the successor of the King's Road that just could not do it for some reason.
I was NWA champion in All Japan, woo!
Shit, I
It's
hope
kind
I'm
of
not
sad how
too
you
sleepy
look
this
at how
early.
King's Road was supposed to be
Of
succeeded.
course.
It was
Yeah.
Baba started it,
We need,
then
we need,
Misawa was supposed to be the successor, and they got run off, then made his own. Then
we need
Akiyama
a
was supposed to be
special.
Misawa's successor, but he just never could do it.
We need a special rank for Zuma Mania too.
Yeah.
What's a Zuma Mania?
Our upcoming PPWA show.
It's a second
Oh.
Zuma Mania.
I shockingly, how do I put this? I mean, I think that the concept's cool, but I just really haven't been invested in much Fire Pro besides my own shit.
I don't
I hope
recall.
I hope it goes well though. I might be just word salading. Bear with me.
Well, we have stuff set up, but yes, Skittles. Like one of the concepts you gave is like the logo, and then it just has like the word Zuma Mania, but it's like duct taped on there. And then there's like an A just written above it because
Like-
crap, we forgot to put the A. Let's just put it up here. No one will
Like
notice.
Kevin Owens during WrestleMania, he just duct tapes the wrestle and puts Owens' name on it.
Yes.
Kevin
Actually,
Owens.
Hmm.
I think he'd be deserving of at least like one more world title run because
He's
he
golden.
got he got a pretty good match out of what
Stone Cold.
pushing 60. Yeah, who's like pushing 60. His neck is fucked. He hadn't wrestled in like almost 20 years.
I mean, I think I definitely see Owens getting another world title, but I just don't think it's gonna be in WWE because he does not look the part.
Owens
Well,
is
Another
not
world
Akiyama-
title, he has to go back to Ring of Honor.
And also because the Fed is in dinner in a theater mode.
It's called fine art.
We're gonna do 20 minutes of just standing around in a circle, and then I'm gonna slap on a rest hold, despite the fact I didn't do anything.
Well, thing is, it's like,
one person calling WWE. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been hearing rumors that WWE once again might be running Vince off.
Hey, JM.
That ain't happening.
JM, let me tell you something. Your
I mean, they ran him off the first
brain
time.
cannot process fine art.
Also, remember that deal was made because that Vince was supposed to be there by Endeavor. That was the condition.
Yeah, but I think what got him to leave in the first place, Endeavor's found out that he's still doing that shit, so they want him gone. So now they want him gone too.
That shit is ridiculous.
Well, I own all the sharing power. I'm not giving that up unless you want to.
Well, actually, he doesn't hold any of the share powers anymore because he essentially sold it all.
I'm Vince McMahon. Damn it, I do what I want. Beat the government.
I mean,
if I can beat the government, what do you think I'll do to you?
My meat, but
Fair enough.
I can see Vince McMahon. Well, fine. I'll show you how it's done.
I'll show you how it's done.
But yeah, realistically speaking, Kevin Owens is like never leaving WWE ever.
Oh yeah, because they give him a good paycheck.
And I don't blame him. He has kids. I don't fucking blame him, bro. Get that fucking money and
I would
just.
like to see him win that world heavyweight belt. Oh god, if Jey Uso can't do it at SummerSlam, then that leaves.
Oh god, I love the look of that new world heavyweight belt.
That man is. They ain't gonna do any. Dude, they're gonna do 20 minutes of gutting, and then I'm gonna slap on a. Then they're gonna slap on a rest hold.
As I was gonna say,
how can you? Course first.
I heard one person joke about the bloodline, basically saying WWE is coconut community theater.
What? It's not.
It's not wrong. But is it
Oh
right?
God! Oh,
I've
kick
heard
out!
enough-
This was directed toward Jam, but Jam, I cannot believe you don't appreciate fine art when you see it.
You gotta remember, he doesn't know what Def Leppard is. I said some song titles, like Pour Some Sugar on Me, and he looked at me as if I said, "Hi, my name is Raul Ghul from the planet Mars. I'm here to probe you."
I don't
He just
even
looked
know
at me
who
like
Def
I was
Leppard is,
weird.
but,
Like
I know
that.
that
He
song is
doesn't know
popular enough
Def
that I know who the
Leppard
singer
is?
is.
I know. I was upset
Oh,
too.
I would expect that from kids who play Fortnite. Not an old man in his 30s.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not even like I'm not all that into Def Leppard, but it's like some of their songs I know what they are because they're so damn popular.
You know, I have an idea.
Oh,
Let's
wait a
see.
minute! Oh God!
Oh, that was a close one. We're getting another
Final
big
guy.
action piece here.
Figure
no.
four.
He did it!
Oh my god.
That
Slayer
was a
beat
match.
Akiyama.
That was a match.
And that is how Jun Akiyama can never become the actual successor to the King's Road.
That's crazy.
Because he lost to Ric Flair,
Wait,
the
Slayer-
Nature Boy.
Slayer is like, woo, former
he
NWA
always hit the
champion.
top
Woo,
and then
brother, I
bungled
worked.
it as soon as he got
Brother,
there.
I did King's Road too. Woo, I beat Baba. Woo, 91% rating.
Woo. That's
Fucking
also
Hogan.
the match of the night so far.
That is sad.
No, it's not.
It really
Oh,
isn't
y'all
when
doing
you
a league.
when you recognize it's an
Here we go.
it's an 8-man league. Everyone wrestles each other 7 times.
Here we go. Hogan
Oh.
and Sasaki.
Oh
here it
man. This ought to be fun.
It better be, darn it.
Like in three of the video
Voodoo.
game, I'm surprised they
Voodoo,
don't
you should have
allow
seen
mirror matches.
what
So
Hogan did
everyone
to Ricky
faces each other
Dozan.
8 times, including himself.
Axe Bomber knockout?
No,
No,
he
he gave
bears him.
He embarrassed him.
No, he
This
went
man
on
did like
he
4
went on
leg
Axe Bomber
drops and
standing.
7 axe boppers, and then went for the cover.
Oh god.
He gave him non-powerball leg drops and axe boppers, and then did powerball leg
And then
drop and axe
powerball,
bopper after the double the damage.
Ew.
It was the ultimate miracle.
Oh, so that's what the Powerballs do. They double the damage move.
And now,
Yeah.
speaking of
No, because
Def
don't forget
Leppard,
And it's
Look
definitely a
at
finisher.
the powerball versions of certain moves have a different animation.
Yeah. And there's supposed to be the designated finisher, like how Inoue has a backbreaker and his powerball's has a torture rack and his powerball's torture rack.
Ian.
Torture rack's special finisher.
Ian. I just found a meme about Def Leppard where it says, "Whoever air drums to Def Leppard with 2 hands is an asshole."
That's crazy.
I hate that this just popped up in my feed.
The cult of Hulkamania.
And
The
now,
song
Best of the world, dude.
Number 1!
Fuck Macho Man.
You heard that? I'm gonna go over there and make a diss track on you. Be a man, Hulk.
Y'all remember
I
that,
am a man. I am a man of the galaxy.
Oh, I just noticed it's like of how Hogan talks, you can tell how he feels about people from how he talks.
y'all
If he kind of
remember
respects the guy he's talking about, he says brother. If he's kind of indifferent, it's dude. If it's the guy he absolutely hates, it's Jack.
y'all remember the Hulk
hate that you're
Hogan
right.
ripoff from World Heroes?
no.
Muscle Power?
Why?
Number 1!
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Alright, bet. Let me just download this image instead. The fuck? The fuck y'all stop talking for?
You were sounding like you were gonna get something.
Yeah,
No, like
yeah, that's what it
No,
sounds like
like-
to me.
no, like
Like what? Are you buying?
I'm working on the
porn?
logo real quick, so
Oh no,
I know what I'm about to do. That's what I meant.
it's weird. It's weird. Something I just recently found out about, despite the fact that I've always been a huge fan of mech anything. I just found out about BattleTech. It's like, dude, how the hell did I not know about this with how big of a fucking fan of mecha I am? But then again, I heard like it lores all over the place. It's like, oh, this is probably why I never got into it.
The lore is about as consistent as a John Cena match.
Because I'm
In the
watching
year
someone
2008.
do the game Mech Warrior, playing the game Mech Warrior 5. he has the Rise of WrestleHag DLC, so he's going through like that part of the lore. And then it's like essentially with the next part of the lore, which is the Clan Invasion. It's like the Rise of WrestleHag is essentially made moot, and it's like, then why the fuck will he even mention it?
Because yes.
It's like, I think in the Clan Invasion, it's like the first place that they invade is WrestleHag, and they immediately surrender. It's like, why the fuck did you even make it? Why the fuck did you even bring up the fact that it was its own thing for a while?
That's a good point. I don't know. But either way, Hogan Sasaki. Hogan's gonna teach the Power Warrior what true power is.
Why do I feel like
Sasaki
this?
is gonna prove why he's an All-Asia Tag Team Champion.
Why do I?
He is always a testing champion.
Oh God, X Bomber!
Oh God.
X Bomber!
Oh my god.
Oh God, stalling backdrop.
Now Hogan's winning this G1.
Hogan is a CAW, yes.
That would explain why
Leg
he's
drop, leg drop.
busted compared to the other.
Big boot.
Well, Onita's a CAW and he gets his butt whooped all the time in
X
this.
Bomber. Oh, Sasaki kicked out.
I mean, Kendo's a CAW, supposed to be like one of the worst ones on the entire thing.
Wait,
And
Kendo
he still
Kashin?
finds a way to win everything.
Oh, yeah, Kenzo Suzuki, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
Kenzo,
like,
hold on. Kenzo Suzuki's supposed to be the worst wrestler?
No, he's got
One
like
of
a
the worst
199 in terms of stats.
Like, in terms of stats, like mid-carder.
Very, yeah, he's a mid-card talent, basically.
X Bomber. Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And yet he's still winning main event match.
You want to see the Swim 2 logo?
Yeah, show me.
Looking on my chat.
Okay, I'm...
Oh no, I'm scared. Oh God damn it! That is hilarious.
Oh my gosh. For the people who haven't seen Zuma Mania 2, you're gonna love this.
Oh, you're totally gonna love this.
It's gonna be a surprise for all of you.
That is what we call fine art.
Oh, yes, indeedy. Diddly diddly. Alright, next up.
Diddly diddler.
Onita and Sasaki.
It's time for Onita's daily beating.
Honey, it's time for your 4 o'clock beating.
Yes, dear. Oh my gosh. There's the gosh, the. I love it. Oh my gosh. Is that the ring apron or the mat itself?
I don't know. It's just a look.
It could be a thumbnail for all we know.
Remember the fucking Deadass Championship though?
Yeah.
That it was just the fucking, I think it was the Big Eagle with the fucking tape on or something.
Yeah. It was something like, and then there was the trophy, which was just a big old shoe. My gosh.
This is going to be a disaster, and I love it.
Speaking of Deadass, I wonder when World Japan's King of Deadass coming up.
Rasta told me it will be the next World Japan show is the King of Deadass tournament. But now the question is, Rasta, will the last year's winner, Genichiro Tenryu, be a part of it?
He better be. He's the defending champion.
Oh, I found the trophy.
There's...
Oh no.
But I found the trophy.
God damn it.
I forgot all about that fucking trophy I made.
Perfect.
I forgot about this trophy I fucking made, bro.
That's even better than your winner.
Right.
If you'll get the
here,
reference,
take this
I commend
fucking
you.
I just like how underneath it you could tell, like, underneath the
get the
tape it
reference,
says
I'm just
participation
forgetting the name of the damn
trophy. It's
game.
not even a first place trophy they got.
I just now see that. That's crazy, bro.
No.
Bro, I just now see that. That is
That's
crazy.
That's
That's
That's fucking crazy.
That's
Dude.
cool.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
You're right, bro.
No.
And look at this. We got the battle of the two fucking losers.
I heard that they say they stop the match, go straight to you, they point at you, and they start doing a loser chant, and the crowd goes, loser, loser.
Loser goes to Hiffle, the home for internal losers.
Oh, yeah.
I want to find this one pick I did.
Oh, for
It
infinite
was a
losers.
trophy. Hold up.
That's it.
Red Shoes watching this match tentatively.
Ever poor kid,
Red Shoes does not want to be here.
Kensuke's pride is hurting him right now.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
He got bitched out by Hogan.
Yeah, but what was that move he just did there? That arm submission on Onita. That looked more like he was trying to.
That was the Stranglehold Alpha.
But how it looked from that camera angle, it looked more like he was pretending that Onita's arm was his dick. Like look at me. That's what it looked like. I swear.
Come on, dude. You've seen Kensuke do that.
I know. I've seen it, but that angle exclusively.
Oh shit! Here's the other fucking trophy. I remember
That was
those.
that's the thumbnail we used.
Yeah, it's
The Deadass Cup. Yeah, we are Deadass at the bottom.
Timberland.
We're bringing that thumbnail back.
It's the fucking Timberland, bro.
The Golden Timberland.
Hell yeah.
And it's spray painted gold. It's World Pancake.
Oh, choke bomb. Nope.
Ooh, big ol' lariat.
Well, he gets up.
He just threw him with that power bomb. Yeah, that's gotta be the end.
No!
And not the end!
Onita says when
I
it
will
ends.
not be denied. Never mind.
Punished Onita, a man that died his 15-minute classic. You no-sold that lariat.
I think he blocked it.
I think you're right.
Oh, wait. Transition. Shin breaker. Face crusher.
Well, I think we're actually gonna get that 15-minute classic. Yeah, see
Oh,
what I mean?
Stranglehold
See? You all saw what I meant.
Team 4. Yep.
And he won instantly the second he put it on. Onita realized, like, oh, he's got my arm as a dick. I give up. I don't want to do this.
That's his jacking off arm.
That's even worse.
I need that for tomorrow.
The arm I used to jack off. I mean,
Wow, and apparently because I said that, the crowd hated the match now.
That seems legit.
That current stupid commentary, point deduction.
Yes, they hate you more than they hate me.
I didn't even know that was possible.
There was another trophy I made. I'm trying to find.
So near in this G1 is what happens when you take a politician who doesn't really give a shit. It's like if you put Hase in here, you'd have a politician who actually does wrestle.
Never mind. Oh, never mind. This was actually a statue I made.
Oh yeah, from that college football revamp mascot mode. Vanderbilt being suplexed by the Michigan State mascot. Or like some takedown. It's just funny looking.
I don't know if that's Vanderbilt or if that's supposed to be Virginia.
Oh, that's Vanderbilt. But the mascot mode in the college football games. Like, look at the mascots they made from the college football revamp of Akron versus Virginia Tech. You got some coked out kangaroo charging at you, and the face of no mercy, the Virginia Tech Hokie.
Yep.
Wait. What's on meth?
The kangaroo on the left, Akron kangaroo, Zippy.
State of the world is
Who the fuck put the kangaroo on meth?
He's in Akron, Ohio. I think that answers our questions. It's like, if it was that, say, Cincinnati, it'd be a different story. But because it's Akron, I want to die.
No, you want a good
white people.
You want a good case of being really petty. In Toledo, Ohio, at the college football stadium, they actually have a rocket positioned outside the stadium. And the way they have it set up, it's aimed at their rival school.
That is
Damn it.
That is trolling to an art form.
Well, I know I'm taking to Hiroshima.
But in the
fat boy.
I think it's Romania. I forget what like country this is in. There's a soccer team called Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, Belgrade. That's Serbia.
They have a tank outside their stadium.
Yeah, that sounds like Serbia.
They have the tank. Positioned in a way that that the cannon's actually aiming at their rivals' stadium.
That is definitely a Serbian thing right there.
Welcome to a Serbian film, baby. Let's go.
Oh no, Skittles, no! Don't remind me. That was terrible, terrible film.
What a fucked up movie.
Very terrible. That is all your fault.
It's crazy because I saw it twice. That shit was crazy, bro.
What? How?
Because I was showing two different friends the fucking movie.
Oh.
One of them.
I pity you.
Nah, man. Nah. I pity them.
Did they finish the film or did they have a turning? Oh, okay, that's really bad then.
No, because the first friend, this is worse because at the time I showed her the film, we was dating.
Oh no. Terrible movie to show a date.
Well,
that's like one of the worst movies to show a date. Next thing you're gonna be showing like Cannibal Holocaust or something like that next time.
Nah, because we was watching fucked up movies just randomly. So I showed her. So we was watching the Serbian film. Man, right after the freaking movie ended, we was speechless. We did not talk for a good 30 seconds after the movie. We're like, what the fuck did we just watch? But then the other one, the other friend, I just showed him the fucking movie just to fuck with him. That shit was funny.
You are what we in the trade call a dunce.
No, that's not a dunce.
I'm just a dickhead.
That's the proper term, dickhead.
I'm just a dickhead, not a dunce. There's a
dunce would mean that, say he watched The Room and hated it, and then he watched it again with other people to show how much he hated it. This was, I want to show people how fucked up this shit is.
Bro,
he basically did what the average person did in 2003 when they saw Two Girls, One Cup. They spread it around and said, look at this dumb shit.
Oh, God damn it.
Bro,
y'all put fear in me more than you realize.
I remember me and my cousin, we was watching The Human Centipede, bro.
Oh, no.
We was looking at each other like,
no.
What the fuck?
I've seen all three Human Centipedes.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Of course you would, Voodoo.
The first and third ones were hilarious. The second one was just fucked.
Have you guys ever watched Moonshine?
And I'm pretty sure, Voodoo, that you masturbated to all of them.
No! No!
Oh!
That's disgusting.
Bro, have you guys ever saw August Underground?
I don't think
Funk
so.
is on a roll, bro.
Funk is on a roll because I'm Terry Funk.
On a roll. Funk is on a roll.
Somebody call my mama. Her name was Primordial Soup. Someone find her.
Where the fuck am I?
Of course.
Yeah.
Remember we made Jushin Thunder Funk?
Yeah, I remember that.
Big as gut sore. He needs to come back, bro.
Definitely.
If he wins this tournament at Wrestle Kingdom, that's his outfit. That's his outfit, bro.
I love it.
We got to have a big spectacle, bro.
Are we gonna add the Uptown Terry Funk song when he comes out too?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're going to have a Wrestle Kingdom like entrance, bro.
Or Terry Funk exclusively. All of you have a normal entrance, but Terry Funk over here.
Nah. Okay,
there's nothing normal about Funk.
What about things I want to do for a Wrestle Kingdom is competing who's champion on my side. If Masawa turns up as world champ or a Triple Crown, he's gonna come out with his suit on, suit sour, the goat.
Or
Got
I
his-
remember seeing a clip of this. I don't know what the hell the contest was. Him as Captain Noah, where he's dressed up like that green Power Ranger with an N
Oh
on his head.
hell yeah, Captain Noah.
I don't know what the
Captain
contest
All
of that
Japan
was.
is gonna be Baba, bro.
But it's like if anything that just proved that Misawa had a weird sense of humor.
Well, he's from
Nah,
Japan.
bro.
By default, they have to have a weird set of humor. I mean, they're
Bro.
isolated on an island for thousands of years. When you saw
Bro.
what Tom
Then
Hicks
you-
did when he was on an
And then
island for
you
just a
have
few
Kawada who
years
just
in
hates everyone
Castaway.
and wants to kill everybody.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
And then Suzuki, weirdly enough, Suzuki apparently is a cool guy to get along with outside the ring, but inside the ring he'll murder everybody.
Yeah,
Let
that
me tell you
happens a lot.
something.
But
I
yeah,
promise
Skittles.
you this. I promise you this. Once Giant Baba, well, if he's able to be on Wrestle Kingdom, he's going to be Captain All Japan.
Like that Apu Apu movie with Baba Cop.
Yes,
Like I
the
saw-
Baba Cop.
Like I saw, I think it was the TikTok that that one of y'all posted, I'm not sure. But it was him, but it was Suzuki doing double dutch. It's like Suzuki in street clothes just looks like an old man trying way too fucking hard to be cool.
Suzuki just an old man. He's just a fucked up old man too.
Suzuki's what they call coral. Corally.
Oh. Oh, how about if I say it in a different way? Corral.
Yeah, coral out the picture.
Or how apparently now
Oh,
fetch
shit.
means cool.
We got
It's
Goldberg.
like, when the hell did game for a fucking dog become the word for cool?
Man, that's fetch, bro.
We could say fetch, fly, lit, AF.
Hey
Yeah,
man, I'm doing gravy, you know.
Yeah, I do crinkle out here.
Goldberg, Ricky Dozon.
I'm feeling funky, fresh, fly, yo.
This is a fucked up match, bro.
I know, one of these things is not like the other. One
no, for the
is the
longest-
godfather of pro wrestling in Japan. The other is Jewish. Who will win?
Speaking of
WWE 12 has the Attitude Era mode, either 12 or 13. But throughout the entire lead up, to like all the DLC, I kept unironically wanting Too Cool because I absolutely love that team. But it's like I was also getting super into their team
This is just
again, so
fucking
everything was always hashtag you look fly today.
Okay,
And then they brought him in, and that wasn't their goddamn theme.
Yeah, it was Turn It Up, which was like the later
Turn It
part
Up.
when they were
Yeah,
no longer
which is-
over.
Yeah, which was Scotty's theme in Ruthless Aggression. They never teamed that theme.
Turn it up.
Yeah, then they had Too Cool all together in like what early 2004 on this roster.
Yay.
Two were on SmackDown. That is embarrassing. And the other was on
Wow.
Raw, exclusively on Sunday Night Heat, basically.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's always my thing. It's like, if you're going to bring back, because like when they brought back Grandmaster Sexay, they kept him as far away from Sky as they could. And it's like, come on, you gotta keep the team together. It's like Sexay only really got over with Sky.
And then Scotty and Rikishi, they were a tag team. They even won a match at WrestleMania 20.
That's crazy.
Alright, Akiyama Hogan time.
Or Scotty and Albert, which is
R.I.P.
a weird
Akiyama.
team.
That Hogan is fucking broken.
Brother,
That's
brother,
right,
I'm gonna
brother.
murder you, brother.
That's
Yeah.
just like in real life, brother.
Now, remember that team? Remember that Rain Mass team? Guy, Too Hottie, and Albert?
Yeah, they were called like the
Albert
Zeus
nicknamed
Crew
being
or
Hip
something.
Hippo.
There was a team. Holy shit, what a fucked up team.
Yeah,
Albert
Albert
was
was
Hip Hop
called, like,
Hippo
the-
back then.
Yeah.
A-Train.
Yeah, like
Yep.
basically for a good chunk of A-Train's career, he was a tag team partner with a smaller guy, like freaking Draws, freaking
Aaron Drago, Scotty.
Scotty Tahai, then the freaking the name's on the tip of my tongue. Give me a sec. X-Pac.
Sakamoto? Oh, X-Pac.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
the Sakamoto guy.
Yo, you
Oh,
dealing
Smoot's
with
here.
the
Welcome,
X-Factor.
And it wasn't until he became
I'll never get that.
So they brought him back as Lord Tensai. They became a singles guy, and they immediately slapped him on a tag team again.
Oh, I know you hate X
They could not
Factor,
resist.
but you ain't gotta look at me like that. I think you ain't gotta look at me like that yet.
Of course I'm gonna look at you like that.
Okay.
You're naked.
Hey, Smoot, how's your day so far?
Pretty good.
You're just in time for the G1. We've had some crazy things.
Oh, we also tagged with Test in 2000, but they did a representation.
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of weight, Tess was smaller. But in terms of height,
Alright.
Albert was smaller.
That's a bigger dude.
Alright, so,
Where's the line?
alright, so, I remember I did this, right?
Oh, that's right. The
round
black,
table.
the
Black Air Force did
of Puro.
Pro Wrestling Puro. Yeah.
It's Ricky Toes. You got exclusively the All-Star Pro Wrestling render, right?
Because I love that fucking render, bro. It's so goofy.
Got Maeda, Fujita, Onita, Izuka exclusively when he became Wild Man. Brock Lesnar, Minoru Suzuki.
That arc is... This is all brimming with delicious goodness.
Kawada, Inoki.
You gotta have
Kawada,
Kawada,
Inoki, Julia. I think there are others we could add in there. I think there were some in the Joshi scene also, JM, that could be Black Air Force, right? Like Dump Matsumoto.
Yeah,
Aja Khan.
definitely.
I would add Aja Khan.
What about...
Because she was... like, she literally beat up Kota Ibushi.
I watched like an in-depth thing about like Matsumoto.
That shit was
holy crap. Oh, she essentially went out of her way to make everyone hate her.
Yeah, I don't know if Yoshiko should count, but I guess technically she could be a member.
The only reason why Tornita is in the fucking round table is because he's a fucking carny.
Yeah, there are many qualifications for Black Air Force. Dickhead energy, asshole energy, many different types of energies.
The reason why Brock is in there because of what he did to New Japan.
Stole the belt and he had to drop it in IGF, which then was dropped to New Japan through a match with Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Angle was the champion. Angle was the IGF IWGP champion. He dropped it to... Okay.
Kawada was okay. So the reason why Kawada's in there because it's Kawada, bro.
Acknowledged
he was an asshole to everyone.
By IWGP because he technically held the IGF's IWGP third belt.
Yeah, but TNA didn't care. They just marketed it as like, oh, he won the IWGP. Well, you're right, TNA.
It's still known as the International Wrestling Grand Prix under the Inoki Genome Federation. He just
the Inoki Genome Wrestling Grand Prix or whatever.
IGF is the Inoki Genome Federation International Wrestling Grand Prix third belt committee.
Okay. Well, like Shibata's in there because have you not seen how he really fucks up everybody?
Yeah, including himself with that headbutt.
Including himself, so he's definitely a Black Air Force to himself.
And Maeda, well, the less we say, the better. He's well known.
How quickly New Japan was able to kind of salvage that issue. Because all they did was just like update and reintroduce the second title, and it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be our belt until we get a new one again.
Would Naoya Ogawa fit on this team or no?
I wouldn't say so. Like if he stopped wrestling after 2000, but the Zero Run 0-1, he mellowed out and became more of a comedy face that was over with the crowd instead of a heel.
Honestly, I'd unironically put John Moxley in that. John Moxley just exudes dickhead energy, but people love him for it.
Moxley is just Moxley, bro.
Wait, you can totally put CM Punk in it.
Oh hell yeah! I gotta put CM Punk in this there, but CM Punk has to be in the fucking community.
Yeah, let's go.
No, you could probably put the entire Elite minus Hangman in there.
Fuck no.
No, Hangman's joining in. He wants to be in a group. We're putting him in every group. It's going to be part of the IW. It's going to be part of the NWO.
How about this?
Low key, says Rasta. I agree.
Okay.
How
about this?
We're stay with that. Warrior.
Okay, so how about this? I would do another round table, but for Western wrestlers.
Okay.
All right.
So like we are the committee for both.
Schultz. He slapped
sure.
John Stossel and basically was blacklisted from wrestling.
Oh, Austin Aries. He stopped
Oh,
the fan
yeah.
that one time.
Yeah, he's definitely back there for his energy.
I can't wait to work with Jun Akiyama, dude. Or maybe not, brother. Who's to say?
I assume this is about Dick
Foresight Hogan.
No,
Yes.
no, it's about Black Earth for his energy. Who is the Black Force energy of Western wrestling? One of them is John Moxley because he's just John Moxley, bro.
Dave Schultz, because of, that news interview in the 80s where he slapped the reporter and basically got blacklisted from wrestling altogether.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely in the Black Earth for his energy. Well, actually, hold on. Let me make the round two. Actually,
Austin
let's make the
Aries,
list
he
first.
socked the fan.
Well, first, let's make the list.
I don't know. I don't think vegans should be in the Black Air Force energy. Yeah, I know. I buried him.
Oh no, here comes Ric Flair.
Alright, so
Here goes.
Alright, so
He can
Western,
be
we got John
Black Air
Moxley.
Force.
We got John Moxley.
This
We got
is
CM
gonna
Punk, 'cause he is
suck.
Black Air Force energy.
Woo!
Okay.
the Young Bucks.
Should we put the Young Bucks?
I'd say
I'd
yes.
say Mike Quackenbush more, considering that he
No,
Oh God.
nah.
two not
He's not being a Black
Well,
Air Force energy because of what the fuck that nigga did.
okay, so he's the wrong type of dick.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was
I'm
possible.
talking about Black Air Force energy. I'm talking about like men who like just hold up. Let me give you the fucking definition.
Okay.
All right, what is a Quackenbush?
Mike Quackenbush was the former was the guy who owned Chikara. Because of all the shit he did, he essentially just shut down Chikara. He essentially had to shut down Chikara because no one wanted to work with him anymore.
But no lie, Chikara was good.
Oh, I love
It was. In fact, it's hilarious. Like Eddie Kingston and Claudio, I had no clue what the hell those two were feuding about in AEW. When Moxley finally pointed it out, it's like, what the? It's like, well, you just dropped this Chikara bullshit already.
But here's the thing though. If you look back at their Chikara stuff, you'll probably understand why.
Yeah, I even said it's like, oh, this is Chikara. This is something that stemmed from Chikara. That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, and who could forget one of the great clips from
Here, of course, here. It's right there.
if someone has Black Air Force in it, he is someone who is crazy or doesn't give no shit and does not care at all about himself or anyone else. They are wild and you shouldn't. Okay, so
John Moxley was one.
Yeah, Dr. Death,
CM
Dave
Punk.
Schultz,
Dr. Dave Schultz.
Sabu. Considering,
Sabu.
yeah, like, oh, I got a big cut from barbed wire on my arm. I'll just get some duct tape and wrap that up.
Crazy.
Should we put
doesn't give
CM Punk?
No shit, does not care about himself
Because
or anyone else.
I will put
New
CM.
Jack.
Yeah, we'll put Punk.
New Jack.
Yeah, New Jack is.
Oh God.
Yeah. So,
That promo from Eddie, holy crap.
I
Low
hate
key,
you.
I'm also thinking Jeff Hardy should be on there.
Oh, give Eddie Kingston credit.
I wouldn't say Jeff Hardy.
As angry as Eddie was, it's like the one rule that Chikara had for everyone was you cannot cuss in your promos.
Yeah.
As angry as Eddie could get in Chikara, I am surprised he never lost control and started cussing.
Yeah.
And actually, like, if you get someone angry and they don't swear, that to me feels like a more legitimate anger.
Yeah, that's like a
I
real
remember
good promo.
Chikara had
without
actually had Kevin Steen, Kevin
ECW
Owens.
Rhino trying not to swear challenge difficulty impossible.
Remember once, like during like the early years of Chikara, when they worked with ROH and CZW to help each other get off the ground.
Yeah.
They had Kevin Steen show up for a show.
Yeah.
And that was the only show he ever showed up to because he started cussing as soon as he got in the ring. And Mike said, nope, you're gone. I am not inviting you again.
Yeah, like Larry Sweeney and Chikara, he did it right. Someone hit him with an inverted atomic drop, and then he was, oh, you hurt my weenie. And then everyone's just like, don't hurt his, like they were upset that someone would hurt a guy's weenie. Like,
wow, Flair went over Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because
but like
the entire time that Owens is cussing, the fans are doing the "you effed up" chant, but instead of saying "you effed up," they're saying "you screwed up."
But
Screwed up.
It's
You're
like,
not supposed to
God damn it,
swear,
I love
asshole.
Chikara.
What's your fucking language? This is a Christian Minecraft server, you fucking heathen. Shit like
God's
that.
house,
One of my
goddammit.
favorite spots ever in Chikara, slow motion spot. They start wrestling in slow motion, everything.
That's right.
And everything with slow mo.
That's right, Voodoo. Kevin Steen got to experience the American CMLL treatment.
But like, so I added some people on this list. Okay, so
Yeah, it's like early Chikara when them ROH and CZW were still getting off the ground. They did a lot of crossover shows. At one point, ROH sent Steen to Chikara. Told Steen before he left, you cannot cuss in Chikara because it is a family show. He was told numerous times by Quack, do not cuss, it's a family show. He gets in the ring, immediately starts dropping the F-bomb, and Quack's like, screw it, I'm not bringing this guy back.
But judging what happened years later, I don't blame Steen.
but like, well, to be fair, Steam doesn't fit Chikara, to be honest with you, bro. Especially how wild that man be going, bro.
Yeah, I agree, but again, it's like, it was the early days when like all three Philadelphia promotions were essentially working with each other to try to get each other over.
But at least Steam fits in CZW and Ring of Honor, so basically, I'm not mad about that.
I mean, hell, Joker from CZW was one of the most popular acts in Chikara for a long ass time.
Alright,
Yeah, Kensuke really having a hard time, man. Maybe he'll have better luck to get Junaki Young.
If he's still trying to get his money back.
Well, he gets paid for each match in the Climax, but he gets more if he wins.
Alright, so here are some new additions. First one is Loki, because you know he knocked out one nigga out and he just a straight up savage.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Kevin Steen, not Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, because Kevin Steen was wowing, especially during his Ring of Honor run. But he go up against Jim Cornette in his face, Black Air Force energy, bro. The next one is, you guessed it, Samoa Joe. Do we even need to go by case why he deserves? Exactly.
Nope.
Samoa Joe, just a straight up savage.
Some guy named Joe.
This is how Black Air Force Energy Steen was. It's like, I remember watching him in a flag match against Claudio Castagnoli. The entire time Steen's supposed to be the face, he somehow made himself even more hated than Claudio throughout the entire match.
How do you make yourself more hated than Fancy Boy Claudio?
Well, the fact is, it's like, even in ROH, like, even with like all the even with like the foreign flags, they still held all the flags in high regard. Steen grabbed the Swiss flag they were using, blew his nose on it, and threw it away, and that's what got him hated.
That's crazy. Should we put
The entire point of the match was, it's like you just grab your flag and hang it up and bring it back to the ring and you win, and like he's just essentially going out of his way to try to destroy the Swiss flag, so there's no way that Claudio could win, and that's why people hated him.
He tried to
need we need a case by case on MJF or no?
No, I think MJF speaks for himself.
And you can just put MJF on there and everyone will understand why.
Yeah. I'm debating. Should I put a Nick Gage on there? Or he just a deathmatch wrestler?
I would say deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah.
I would say Haku is more worthy than Nick Gage.
I wouldn't really include Nick Gage because I think he's the guy that Dave Arquette took on in a deathmatch. And when he realized how effed up Arquette was, he immediately stopped. He immediately pinned Arquette so he could get medical help.
Yeah, so that is snowball.
I think during the match he like accidentally nicked Arquette's neck or something, and he started bleeding. And like as soon as Nick realized that, he immediately just rolled him up so he could get help.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Alright. I'm still seeing who else we should add.
Haku.
Hart got him.
Teddy Hart. I mean, he burns every bridge, and he seems to never apologize for it.
Would, but
he's
Cody
too loose cannon.
Cody Hall for the same reasons.
No, I would say douchebag energy more than Black Air Force energy.
Yeah, Teddy's just a dickhead, bro. That's a thing. Who the fuck put Go Shiozaki in the top 15 independent wrestlers? Who the top? Oh, what the fuck's up with this, bro?
Oh wait, German super, at least German.
I don't consider Noah an independent, so I don't think Go's an independent wrestler.
Yo, what the fuck you mean a Bleacher Report? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, like bomb, nope, straight hold alpha.
Go Shiozaki ain't no indie wrestler, bro.
Yeah, because like I said, Noah's not an indie.
Oh, fuck.
If he wrestled for All Japan, it makes sense.
Hey, fuck you.
There he is.
No, I'm saying current All Japan is pretty much a super indie, and I think it's the perfect thing for him.
I know, I'm just talking about
Yeah, I think
we're getting a close one here.
Super indie.
This is anyone's match now. No, rope break.
No, ropes. The ropes saved them. Oh, wait a minute.
Everyone's being saved by the ropes today.
Oh.
I'm thinking
Harry.
That could be it. That's it.
Yeah.
What a match.
To be honest, I'm kind of thinking putting John Cena because of some of the wild shit he been doing back in the 2000s and current day because of what he did to Austin Theory and etc. I'm thinking of putting...
Well, I mean, he also ruined, Mickey James' marriage. You know, this man was trying to shoot his shot with Rhea Ripley even though she was with Buddy.
That shit was funny as fuck, though. That shit was funny as fuck when he did when he tried to shoot.
But it just keeps getting cut.
Kenny Dykstra do?
He was.
But like,
Cena wants every female wrestler's booty if he thinks they're hot.
So
he wants the booty,
John
but
Cena?
not the kids.
Should we put John Cena in?
That's why his relationship
I
with
probably wouldn't say.
Nikki Bella fell apart because he didn't want kids.
You fool. Let's see. Did we add
and Bree's still happily married to Bryan Danielson?
No fucking. New Jack is in the list. No questions asked.
Let's see.
I mean, it's weird how good Cena is with kids. I'm surprised he doesn't want kids of his own, honestly.
Well, I mean, he's a fan with all the other kids. Why does he need other? What he already is? He doesn't want his kids to buy his merch. That's why.
Ooh, what about Gunther?
Gunther, Walter. I don't think that's Black Air Force energy.
The only reason why I thought of him just because how much he fucked up everybody in the gym matches, bro. But alright.
I mean, I can kind of see it solely because of how he treats Ludwig Kaiser.
He was abusing
every time Ludwig fails him for some reason, no matter how minor it is, he just chops the shit out of him.
He be abusing the shit out of him, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. Chill out, bro.
Let's see.
Of course, I don't understand why they renamed all the members of Imperium.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Marcel Bartel Marcel Bartel, I can understand why they changed that. It's like Ludwig Kaiser kind of sounds a bit more intimidating than Marcel Bartel.
Ludwig Kaiser sounds more like a character you fight in Punch-Out.
Giovanni Vinci from Giovanni Vinci was a weird one from Fabian Eichner because Eichner sounds a bit better.
Yo, I just thought of somebody.
Right, what?
Bully Ray.
Yep.
Go be a fan.
Bully Ray.
Yeah.
From his time
my girlfriend.
Which is hilarious because Bully Ray, it's like he could work he could work that way, but he's gotten he's become like super sensitive since he retired.
Yeah,
it's like
so
now the
it
shit
has
that
to
he
be
used
a
to do
caveat
to
and asterisk.
He absolutely
TNA exclusive.
Yeah. Bro, TNA Bully Ray was wow.
Yeah,
no,
you have to put the asterisk that it has
TNA
to be TNA
and
Bully
ECW.
Ray. Oh yeah, TNA
TNA ECW Bully Ray.
Bully Ray Bubba Ray, Bully Ray,
Yeah.
he was freaking insane when he was active.
He was
Now
a-
that he's not active anymore,
he was
he goes
fucking-
off on people for doing the same shit he did.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, that's what I did for Kevin Steen. I said Steen, not Owens. So, yeah. So Bully Bubba Ray, TNA ECW was wild, man.
Steve Corino when he was the old school heel. Yay, nay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd say Steve Corino even when he was with New Japan because he still had his moments.
Hey,
Especially
Ricky
in
Dozan having a hard time. Will his luck be better against Flair, who's been on a
Alright,
Flair's been
so-
on a hot streak.
change it.
So Steve Corino or
Flair's been politicking in the backstage of WCW again.
Callis.
Ole
Don Callis,
Anderson.
100%
That's
would be part of that.
Would Ole Anderson?
I mean,
count?
Don's so freaking hated that just him showing up in the ring got him booed.
What, Don
got mercilessly booed out of Canada.
If
I don't
Don
know
Callis
if Don
could count.
Callis could be.
And you could not even hear him
I
cut
wouldn't-
his promo. That's how loud the boos were.
I wouldn't really say Don Callis because he hasn't done like anything really like wild or wild. He would just he just hated.
Speaking of hated, Ole Anderson. Would you count Ole Anderson, or is he too much of an asshole that he kind of negates the Black Air Force part?
No,
To be in the
He goes
Black Air
overboard.
Force, you gotta be wild, like
Well, I mean, let's
like
see.
in the ring and like promos and basically just like wild.
no. With Don, I just add Don solely because he would give that immediate. He's an immediate heat magnet. Like that's the only reason why I put Don Callis in there. It's like he's the heat magnet. He's the guy that everyone hates. It's like, oh, we're supposed to hate these guys.
Yeah, he is a heat magnet.
Freddie Blassie as a wrestler, Voodoo says. I mean, he had a bloody match with Ricky Dozan where there was so much blood and he was like getting into it where it looked like a vampire that people were in shock and two old people died in the ring. Not the ring, in the crowd because of the things that Blassie did.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know.
Who's according to Classy Freddie Blassie himself?
Plus some wrestlers I probably do, so
And
to be fair.
I think Harley Race counts as Black Air Force. Ricky Dozan wins with a headlock.
Yeah, let's go.
Headlock takeover, baby.
Wow,
Let's go.
tapped him out with a headlock.
The most anticlimactic finish I have ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's just be glad Flair didn't kick him in the groin.
You know, you got a point. We should be glad that Ric Flair probably saw. Oh, Ricky Dozan's getting angry. I will just tap out right now, so I don't piss him off anymore.
That's a good point from Voodoo. How you're upset about the anticlimactic finish. Like that is Ricky Dozan.
It was able to finish
Like
in
the
those.
time
You
he
got a
that
point.
wasn't finished.
All right, well, it's time for the match to end all matches. The greatest main event in WCW history up next. Now, let's go over to Hollywood Hogan. How are you going to wrestle against Goldberg here?
This is payback for what happened in the Georgia Dome, dude. I'm an axe bomber the shit out of him.
I'm gonna give away my win back, brother.
It's time for me to get my win back, dude.
Brother.
This time there's no protection for you now.
I saw Bill Goldberg talking to Edie.
There's
Edie,
also-
what's that about, brother?
Oh, fuck yeah, I got
But there's
pushed
also
down
no
by
protection
somebody.
for Hogan. There's no Nash with the sun gun or anything.
Bro, I'm
There
not
you
a
go.
shit. I forgot to put Stone Cold in the list because he was wilding throughout the whole fucking Attitude Era.
Yeah, he definitely counts.
Yeah, I forgot. Damn, I felt so foolish.
Do you count Hardcore Holly, or does he count more as a bull?
Parker Hall is a dickhead, bro.
Yeah,
Brock
I was about to say
Lesnar
Holly's
had to
just
put
a
him-
straight dickhead.
Yeah, Brock had to set him straight.
Yeah, remember-
nigga, chill out.
Remember how they remember what they did to Daniel Pewter? They had him come out first in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Then the next
that was
four
fucked
guys were
up.
all the freaking
That was
all the
fucked up,
freaking
There was Eddie
including
Guerrero,
Hardcore Holly,
Chris Benoit, Hardcore Holly
Yeah.
just bullied him.
That was fucked up in my opinion.
And if
You
I
had to do
recall, that
homeboy
was the
like
first and last
what-
Daniel Pewter match.
Yeah, that's what made Pewter not want to do wrestling.
Should I put
It
Edge?
was OVW that really killed it. That really killed his idea for doing wrestling. But I think Royal Rumble was the first one that really made him think about it.
I'm thinking about putting Edge because she was wilding like back in that Ruthless Aggression era.
Spear.
Maybe. We'll. That's
put
definitely
it on
we'll
the
put
side.
in the on the side for now.
Yeah,
just-
Peter
just
would
get
have shoot wrecked them all 1v1.
What
I
about
mean, you're talking about
Vampiro?
almost broke Angle's arm.
Should I put The Rock in
And
the
Tough
list
Enough.
because The Rock was being a
Yes.
huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
the Rock's
absolutely, The
character
Rock.
definitely.
Yeah, The Rock was just straight.
He was burying everyone just by touching the microphone.
After 3, 4 minutes.
Yeah,
I still find it hilarious that in the modern day, Billy Gunn's got super fucking over.
I'm surprised Billy Gunn even won the fucking King of the Ring.
Yeah, they were like
That is
all
so
the people
weird.
to win it.
That is so weird.
And then immediately got buried by The Rock.
Yes,
Yeah,
which is
like-
freaking pointless.
My name is Idiot Rosenberg!
Like, look at the 1998 versus the 1999 finals and crowd reaction. 1998, Rock and Shamrock. Shamrock finally gets a win over The Rock after so many attempts. Crowd lost their shit. 1999, Billy Gunn beat X-Pac. Crowd is basically like, when's Stone Cold coming on?
Cultaholic put it on their YouTube channel, and someone said it's like you can tell just from how JR reacts what they thought about that.
Oh
In
yeah, like
98,
he was
going
treating it like a
absolutely
passing
berserk
thing.
that Shamrock won, and then in '99 he's like, "Oh, Billy Gunn won."
Yeah, like how sometimes we're talking about something in the show, and there's like, oh, by the way, Ricky does have one with the headlock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh?
And then sometimes when there's a crazy finish, you can get our reactions, like the freaking Jug winning the Zumoyo Rumble. That was that was crazy, especially considering how he won it. It's like it was him or disaster, and thankfully we had him.
I sure can't wait to maybe wrestle New Japan, brother. Or maybe not.
Maybe I
Who's to say?
What a fucker.
Oh no, have you heard? AEW's already having an issue with the Blood and Guts match.
Oh yeah.
They had to find a fifth guy for the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club. Well, now they might have to find someone to replace Wheeler Yuta too.
I think they said Wheeler's good to still do it.
Oh, okay.
Wheeler doesn't really have to do much in a damn match anyways, to be honest with you.
Danielson, the closest he should do is just basically be a manager.
No, Danielson's not doing it because they said they need to find a fifth guy to replace Danielson because of his shattered forearm.
Bro, the bomb is going crazy, brother.
Brother, I got my win back, brother.
And Wheeler, for a while, they were afraid of what was happening because they knew he injured his hamstring, but they weren't sure if it was a tear or not.
Oh, I think I got one more for the Black Air Force Energy. Iron Sheik.
And it was... And I...
That was off. But, okay, so... I would make an exception for Iron Sheik because he was fucking hilarious, bro. Scott Steiner, yes. Scott Steiner, yes. Scott Steiner was
definitely
wild,
Scott
Steiner didn't care. Steiner didn't care after he stopped dealing with Rick.
Oh no, it's the match of the century. Onita versus Funk.
Bagwell.
I'm gonna trade him up like I did in 1993.
Bagwell just actually like what?
Onita,
Bagwell should be.
your mom's a whore.
Onita, every single thing you've ever believed in was a lie. The Tooth Fairy, I'm the Tooth Fairy. Santa, you're looking at him. Easter Bunny, I ate him for Easter. Everything you've ever believed in, I am going to ruin. You believe you have hopes and dreams? I'll make them despair and nightmares.
I wouldn't be surprised if Modern Funk just looks freaking horrible because of all the shit he's put himself through.
Oh yeah, he looks rough.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when he did his shit in ECW, every time he got beaten down, Joey would be yelling at his top of his lungs, that is a 69 or 70-year-old man.
Well, that was the kayfabe number. We actually don't know Terry Funk's real age.
Yeah.
Because remember, we found ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics of him putting a spinning toehold on Anubis.
Awesome. Fucking awesome, bro.
The creation of the Bronze Age, Terry Funk was there. The collapse of the Bronze Age, it was Terry Funk. Nobody knows how the Bronze Age collapsed. Oh, I sure do. I know exactly what happened that day.
Alright, what happened?
I came along and beat up everyone in the Fertile Crescent. Over in Babylon, you thought you were having a good day? I hit you all with some DDTs.
I thought someone for Black Air Force.
Over in Memphis, Egypt, the most brawling territory at the time, the other Memphis in Egypt, I got the Pharaoh and I put him in the Nile River. And over with the Hittites, with their, oh, I can make iron, I grabbed their iron and cattle prodded them all to the ground.
Joel Gertner should be in Black Air Force too, because oh my god,
these promos were great.
Ridiculous.
Man, the ECW One Night Stand, what they did to Joel Gertner, and that was a travesty. He just did one little thing and got pushed over by Kurt Angle, and that was it.
Yeah, because he was trying to get a job with the WWE.
But that was not a good way to get a job. Basically, we're gonna bully you.
The thing is, it's like in Kaiju Big Battle, they actually had to do like a special commentary thing with Kaiju Big Battle, because it's like the match was like Call Me Kevin, who never won a big battle before, versus another perennial loser, and they ended up putting Loud and Noxious in there. So they had Joel Gertner do commentary, and Joel made the joke. It's like, I haven't gotten my 3 o'clock WWE script yet. I haven't gotten the 4 o'clock rewrite. I am not ready.
Oh, dear.
That sounds about right. As the Funker looking to get his revenge on Onita.
I've had my revenge on him several times, but an extra piece of the pie won't hurt.
Well, I mean, it's never enough.
Exactly. That's why it's a pie.
Pie.
I'm a big fan of mini pie. I like apple pie, blueberry pie, peach pie.
I love that.
Oh,
You're telling me that there's no women in the crowd. Who is really the fruit daddy?
Oh, that JBL's comment on the ECW crowd that day.
Or when they did it to Angle, he just had a brilliant cell phone.
Your mom taught me how.
Your mom taught me how.
That's probably not the best way of burning, because you still admit you suck dick.
No, the thing is, that's just Kurt's thing. He'd always cell phone. He always did a cell phone.
Got a point there, like how he said he loved playing with kids or something. It's like, wait. It's
Stereo, you're a boy, and I'm a man, and tonight, I'm going to manhandle. Wait a minute, wait, no. Wait,
yeah, you might want to. Yeah, brother, you might want to rephrase that sentence.
Kurt Angle, you are you're a little crazy today.
I'm feeling kind of different.
Kurt's entire thing was just his cell phone.
Yeah, okay, you got a point there. So yeah, the ECW thing does work. But you know, Kurt Angle, should he count as Black Air Force energy?
Like, even in TNA, when Kurt Angle's Perk Angle, he'd still cell phone.
No, to me, Fireball, not even a 2.9. But to me, Voodoo, the best line JBL has ever done was when he started doing commentary on SmackDown and Michael Cole was with him and they're arguing about, I think it was Rey Mysterio. JBL's getting upset and there's Michael Cole explaining why Rey Mysterio has been doing so great, and the camera just goes to Michael Cole explaining it, JBL with a sour look looking at him. And then when Michael Cole's done, just a second of silence, and JBL goes, "Shut up." I've been trying to find that on YouTube, but I can't. I know it exists.
2 stories about JBL I've heard is like apparently the Brawl for All was made by Vince Russo because he heard JBL flapping his mouth backstage about how he was a legitimate badass. So it made the Brawl for All essentially shut him up.
He almost failed.
And apparently JBL was acting like a dick on a plane ride. I think it was one of their Afghanistan shows. He's being just an absolute dick to Joey Styles, and Styles punched him out.
Yeah, the biggest 1 in a million punches. It literally was created through divine intervention. Like, you thought the punches and Punch-Out were 1 in a million. No, Joey Styles, he was the real Little Mac this whole time.
Like, apparently when he did it, he became like a god on that plane. Like, everyone on that plane, including Cole, essentially freaking loved him for doing that.
And if I recall, JBL actually apologized to Joey and basically gave him a handshake and all that. It's like, you kicked my ass, I like you now.
I think that's why he's friends with Cole. Because I think Cole kicked his ass once.
I can believe that. Apparently, JBL has the old school habit of, if we get into a fight, and we both...
And you beat the shit out of me.
If you beat the shit out of me, I'll be your friend. Probably explains why some of his friends are like weird people that are known to be tough, like Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
But then again, with The Undertaker, I think that was just because Undertaker said, I sure do like dominoes. And then there's JBL. I like dominoes too. I like to get them together, Maggle. Put them together in a little...
I think Undertaker's thing is like, it's like that. Those are like his legitimate friends outside of work.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they got together and made a special group where all they did was play dominoes. I mean, come on.
Bone Street Crew.
It's like, you have this cool name and you just play dominoes.
It was like him, Rikishi,
Yokozuna.
Godfather, Yokozuna, Paul Bearer.
I think Savio Vega and Crush.
Savio. Yeah, Savio and Crush.
So this could have been an interesting stable, but no, we're just here to play a game of dominoes.
No, they're just a bunch of backstage
Godfather
friends.
was in it too.
Oh yeah, yep. Godfather.
Yeah, I said Godfather.
Well, we're gonna say it again because he earned it.
Like that time Undertaker had to wear Godfather's pants on that one pay-per-view.
Yep.
Oh, that was awful. One GIF, I think it was made by Tri-Moon before he passed away. It was like the Survivor Series 2000 Undertaker's in the ring with the terrible Godfather pants. And it just keeps panning back to Kurt Angle panicking.
Yeah.
And then zooms up to the pants. It shows him walking out of this arena.
Like everyone said, it's like one night only he was an undead pimp.
I ain't the pimp to mess with.
And the thing is, they actually kind of did change up his thing a little bit to kind of have like more of a pimp energy to him.
Yeah, that was like one of the dumbest things, though. Like,
I can't believe somebody in Botchamania did a thing where they did a mashup of Undertaker's Dead Man walking theme with the Thomas the Tank Engine.
I can believe that because there have been a lot of over-the-top Thomas the Tank Engine remixes. Like there's the one with Notorious B.I.G.
The hell?
Yeah, I know. And I think I remembered one with the Ghostbusters theme, but the craziest remix featuring Ghostbusters was the City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2. And then, of course, All-Star from the hit band Smash Mouth, from Shrek. JM's favorite animated movie of the exact year of 2001.
Yep.
There was no other competition that year for JM outside of Monsters, Inc. That song remixed with City Escape. Yeah, Shrek is good, and we all agree on that. But I mean, like, Shrek has become more of a meme than a movie.
Yeah. Well, thing is, like, Shrek 1 became more meme than a movie. People still love Shrek 2 as a movie.
Yeah, Shrek 3 we don't talk about. I've never seen Shrek 4. But when it comes to Puss in Boots...
I didn't even know there was a Shrek 4.
Yeah,
that's for the best.
It's called Shrek Forever.
And they were thinking of doing a 5th Shrek after 4, but they said, yeah, let's not do that.
Well, the thing is, after the most recent Puss in Boots, they actually kind of left it on a cliffhanger that they're going to go see Shrek again.
I can understand, like, the Puss in Boots 2, far better than the first one, in my opinion.
I never saw the Puss in Boots movie. Was it any good?
I highly recommend seeing Puss in Boots Last Wish. Oh, Goldberg won.
Like, I mean, I've seen all 4 Shrek movies.
Man, people having a hard time today.
The first 2 Shreks, go to the movies. The last 2, hit or miss.
Okay, give me a second.
Another movie franchise that's much better than it really should have been on premise alone. Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda was very surprisingly good. Alright, there you go, Voodoo. You just press that link and you can watch the whole movie on your Discord site. Welcome back.
Like, I heard one guy talk about like why Kung Fu Panda was so good. It's like, it sounds like a goofy ass premise, and it 100% was a comedy movie. But these guys who filmed it, but the guys who did it actually did it as a wuxia film. It's like they did not take it; they took it 100% seriously. They did not parody the kung fu at all.
All right, back to Voodoo. What he was trying to say.
I'm probably the only one here who will flat out defend Cat and Cat.
You remind us almost once a month. It feels like it's like your period. I apologize. That was a nasty joke.
Oh wow.
I mean,
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Cat in the Hat the movie, I've seen it, and it's like, considering that the movie is just like pure randomness, I think the movie caught it pretty perfectly.
Just being random, yeah.
Yeah.
Ric Flair looking around like, I enjoyed the Cat in the Hat. It's the Nature Boys movie. Woo! Oh my gosh, I can see it now. What would you do if Ric Flair was the Cat in the Hat instead of Mike Myers?
Goodbye.
Run.
He just keeps wooing at the children.
Just goodbye.
One character in actor combination I remember people didn't really like. Willy Wonka and Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I did not like that one.
It's like, if you've read the book, that's a perfect fucking choice.
Yeah, it's
because Willy Wonka's that freaking goofy and dark.
Yeah, but I mean, after seeing the adaptation that Gene Wilder gave, it was such an amazing performance that nothing's gonna top it.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing about Willy Wonka from Gene Wilder that was so great is he was the literal definition of unpredictability. Yeah. He even had an aura of a Bond villain.
Like the opening sequence when he's coming out with Kane, and then he does the tumble. It's like, that was actually 100% my idea. Yeah. It's like, I even said, it's like, if the entire point of my character is you don't know if I'm lying or telling the truth, why should I not lie about that?
Yeah, he gave a subconscious thought to the audience that, oh, he's unpredictable, right then and there.
But the only thing I gotta say is, you lose. Good day, sir. Good shit, though.
I love that. I love that meme. I love that clip.
Yeah.
Oh, the you lose clip?
You lose. Good
day, sir.
Yeah. I said good day. I'm like, okay.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. That's it. You lose. Good night, sir.
Oh, like this nigga loud. Oh my god.
So here we got Hogan and Flair, a rematch from Bash at the Beach '94, and then I think another show in 1994, and then again in 1995, and then the Yappa Pie match.
I still can't believe Vince McMahon decided,
the Yappa Pie.
They experimented on house shows and said, oh, it wasn't good enough, so we're not doing it. But to this day, people still call that bullshit.
Yappa Pie.
They call what bullshit?
The whole, oh, we didn't want to do Hogan Flair at WrestleMania 8 because poor house show numbers.
That might have been WWE's biggest missed opportunity.
Nah.
Because
I doubt
the invasion, you can make the excuse that UPN and TNN wanted nothing to do with WCW whatsoever. So Vince McMahon's hands were tied.
Yeah,
Did you see what Flair was doing? He was doing the stop, drop, and roll technique for fire.
I don't think it was the poor house show numbers. I think it's like what you said. No one really liked that corporate didn't really like the idea, so he had to come up with some way to cover his own ass. Which, funny enough, AEW kind of running into those problems from time to time, where it's like they'll do death matches and piss off one of their sponsors, and their sponsor will pull out.
Yeah, like the Domino's incident. Still, just the greatest timing to this day.
Right. That was great timing.
It reminds me of that meme of like with the coming up next on Nickelodeon. It's a laughing SpongeBob, right when a scene is like a very serious.
Yeah, the Domino's ad came up as they're doing the pizza cutter spot.
Big boot.
Not enough.
The thing is, like when Domino's announced on their Twitter that they were going to be back
The
away
ultimate
from
move!
AEW,
Knuckle
because of that,
Oh,
Papa John's on their own Twitter was doing a lot
Even you, Flair.
doing a lot of
Well,
like
job to the
doing, like a lot of like
Hulkster.
recreations of the pizza cutter spot.
That was funny.
I
Okay,
did
so
it again,
what's
brother.
Which again, it's like if anything, AEW's quickly gonna learn if they keep wanting to do the deathmatch stuff. Like they're gonna quickly learn why Big Japan always does fundraisers because no one's willing to keep financially backing that shit.
Soft on the man.
Alright, so next up, Ricky Tozan and Onita.
Wait, go ahead.
Oh God, what a contrast of styles.
Don't worry.
What the fuck? So who's in the league?
It's the tie between Hogan and Funk right now. They're both undefeated.
I hope they nah, they have to cross pass, right?
They haven't fought yet.
Damn.
I'm probably gonna save that as the last match, just because our very first debut main event for New Japan Pantryverse was Hogan and Funk for the title. Funk won, LOL.
That's funny.
Thing is, like, they're gonna have the last match in the tournament in the league structure, and then they're gonna have the last match for the knockout.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 2 straight matches of Hogan versus Funk versus Hogan.
Okay, well, I just learned something terrible.
What?
Here is a weird headline. Baldur's Gate 3 climbs Steam bestsellers chart after they showed off a sex scene where you can have sex with a bear in a game.
A druid disguised as a bear, yes.
I think I heard about that.
Like, I haven't seen people buy bear sex this much since that romance novel in Canada.
What?
There's a romance novel in Canada called Bear. This woman has a love triangle with a guy at the summer camp, or whatever, in a forested community, and a bear.
Good lord.
So anyways.
Yeah,
me and a friend learned about this when we were at a restaurant, and we were just joking about the whole thing, like making as many bear puns as possible. And we could hear some of the people near us are listening in because they're laughing with us at that point. Like, my gosh, you know you messed up when you make people laugh at your book.
Bro, you could have sex with a fucking bear. What the fuck, bro?
My gosh.
It's technically a druid disguised as a bear, but yeah.
You're gonna smell like bear body odor at the end of the day.
My man, bro. I mean, furries, but anyways.
It ain't no furry. It's a literal bear.
Ain't no fucking
Ain't no
furry,
anthropomorphic
bro.
bear. It ain't no burly bear. It's a literal bear.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna... He has a sex position called the picnic basket just for you.
A picnic basket?
It's a picnic basket now.
A picnic basket. That's crazy.
We have too many terrible jokes today. Welcome to... Now you know why G1 Climax's surname is Bitchin' to the Max.
We're gonna be G1 climaxing with bears sooner or later.
That's crazy.
Y'all talking about The Witcher or one of those other
Oh, Baldur's Gate!
The new Baldur's Gate.
The new one!
I really can't tell the difference between like those dragon-like Wizards and Dragons Western RPGs.
Oh, I can help you out. If it's good, it's probably The Witcher. If it's not, I have no fucking idea. Okay, there you go. There's my guide.
That's fucking...
Yeah, if it's good, it's by the polls. If it's not, it was anyone else but Japan.
Like, is there any Western non-tactical RPG which doesn't have like a high fantasy swords, dragons, and wizards theme?
Persona. Well, like
I said Western RPG, not.
There is going to be a tactical one.
Maybe Fallout.
There's a tactical one. It's coming out soon.
Yes, but I said very specifically
non-tactical.
American-made or at least Western RPG that's not tactical like an XCOM and isn't
Very
basically
fantastical.
It doesn't have like a swords and wizards and dragons.
Fallout, there's one for you. Stalker, I think, counts.
Fallout, say. The
Cyberpunk.
I don't know if we can count Cyberpunk anymore. But you know what? Yeah, Cyberpunk is a choice.
Because he said it can't be like medieval fantasy. It's like Cyberpunk's not medieval fantasy.
I think Mountain Blade counts. I think.
Yeah, it's more like
create your own adventure.
Realism.
Yeah, it's more of a adventure style game than an RPG.
Because I know
it's technically
Ultima.
It's technically a technical RPG, but it's more of like a real-time It's more of like a real-time tactics, not a turn-based strategy.
I was trying to avoid anything too either like SRP strategy, turn-based strategy, or real-time strategy. So like no XCOM or Command and Conquer or anything like that.
Which
stabby.
Well, technically,
traditional
Total War is an
RPG.
RPG, so
it's like
Total War I wouldn't count. That's too tactical.
Yeah.
And it's not an RPG either, so.
I'm talking like traditional RPG style. It's like the vast majority of like American or like Western made, not counting like super indie stuff, but like Western made traditional RPGs have some sort of fantasy, dragon, sword, wizard kind of vibe going
on.
I'm actually surprised Onita's doing really good here against Ricky Dozan.
Kingdom Come's a pretty
And
good
not
one.
anymore. Oh, yeah, that's right, the Kingdom Come game, because that is basically 1400s Bohemia, where your arch enemy is a bunch of drunk Hungarians. That is truly the most realistic thing I've ever seen in Central Europe.
And the arch enemy of your main character is just the guy who stole your father's sword.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say car. I am not concentrating at all today. It's like I got my mind has, it's like two TV channels switching back and forth.
Like I got to like the first half, like at the end of the first hour when he's actually talking to the Lord that actually commissioned that sword. And he tells him, it's like, oh, someone stole your sword, and he just reaches his sword on his head. It's like, I have like 5 of them at home, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. Alright, so what were you gonna ask for a match, Skittles? Oh, that's right.
The standings, dumbass.
Okay, JM, just to be safe.
The standings is the second one. No, not that one, that's the quick save.
The first option.
You said second one, so I thought it was the second highlighted one. Okay, so Goldberg, Funk.
Hogan on his own.
Yeah, but then remember, Hogan has had one more match at Funk, and right now Onita and Sasaki are doing the worst.
That is crazy.
Onita's just completely blank. Onita needs like a. Hopefully, Onita has a Toru Yano like match where he just randomly
out of nowhere.
That's what Yano does in the actual G1. He doesn't really perform all that well in any other match, but when he goes against someone who could potentially win the tournament, he fucking steals it from them.
Yeah. Alright, so now we have Terry Funk and Kensuke Sasaki. They have the least amount of matches so far performed, so we gotta give them something.
Yeah, for them it's all about pride at this point.
Well, for Funk, it's more of competition. For Sasaki, it's pride.
So yeah, I've also heard like New Japan's strong now, essentially Bullet Club USA.
Basically,
like, Bullet Club War Dogs have like almost all the titles except for the main one, which is held by Eddie Kingston.
Bro, I'm gonna be completely fucking honest, yo. I didn't know how the fuck half of the damn like LA Dojo is basically Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's like Bullet Club War Dogs or me.
Oh, you should have seen Gabe Kid's tweet earlier.
What was his tweet?
That man told her to fucking 6-month grudge.
That is crazy.
I mean, hell, there's even Bullet Club in AEW, but thankfully that's only like a 2-man team.
Well,
that's not affiliated with the actual one.
It's 4 actually because the guns.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But I would say this. But I would say this though.
Gold too.
But I would say this though. All right.
Gabe is only like a fucking 6-month grudge. This man is like Mal, you missed it when we saw Strong Independence Day. The promo of the night was Alex Coughlin on the mic going, Yoshihashi, Goto, fuck you.
That's funny. But I did
saw. He won
saw.
the strong tag.
But I did saw my boy Eddie Kingston. He about to make me cry, bro. I was so happy for him.
Oh yeah, when he won the strong openweight title.
Yes, I was so happy for that man, bro.
I mean, he deserves it. He deserves pretty much multiple top belts. Like how much that guy's been just around doing his thing.
Yeah, like I'm so happy for that man, bro.
Like it's the same as like when Yoshihashi finally won a title. Yeah, it was the openweight 6-man belt, but still he fucking deserved it. It's like how long you been here and how long you put your ass just
how long you been here, bro? The fuck? But I would say this though, well goddamn.
I know how to make them bleed.
But okay. But
you're wearing black truck, that's my style. I'm the one with the black.
So like so I saw a collision, right? Jay White and Jizzle Robinson has to be one of the greatest well not one of the greatest, but like they are really good as a tag team. Then like them against FTR was, in my opinion, it was a classic. It was really good. So I could have some high hopes for just them two, because the guns I could kind of care less a bit, but for overall.
Look, the guns' only goal is to take the pin.
Yes.
Yeah. The Guns are essentially like their dad when he was in the Attitude Era. They're just there.
In a sense, yeah.
I would say more of New Generation was when he was just there. Smoking Guns and then Rockabilly. Like Attitude Era, he was far more popular thanks to New Age Outlaws.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I remember now. It was like the New Generation era, both Billy Gunn and Road Dogg were just there. Road Dogg was the roadie and Billy Gunn was Rockabilly. And you team up Rockabilly and the roadie, and then you get Road Dogg and Mr. Ass.
Yeah, of all the things. And then Mr. Ass would get 2 kids, and they'd be called the Ass Boys.
And now Billy Gunn's back to being Mr. Ass's daddy ass.
Yeah, and then of course for every Christmas they get a nice little jar of ass cream.
I'm surprised that Billy Gunn's gotten that freaking over again. Actually, no, he's never been that freaking over.
Who'd have thought being a manager was his calling this whole time?
He's not even a manager, he's the 6th man of the team.
Yeah.
He's the 3rd man of their trios.
Yeah, but he's definitely the one who competes the less. Oh wow, Terry Funk making Kensuke earn the win if he does win.
I kind of want.
Oh no! I changed my mind after real quick.
It's like not only has he gotten super over, that freaking Scissor Daddy ass freeze.
Yep, Hulk Hogan won a tournament unless Hulk Hogan loses. Wait, not mine.
Hulk Hogan now is the top seed. Now we have to see who the number 2 seed is.
AEW now is kind of like WWF Attitude Era where they can get anything over if they try hard enough.
Hogan found a way to get the belt without having to beat.
That's crazy.
So it's Goldberg and Funk are now battling for the number 2 spot.
You know what's crazy though? So here's what could happen, right? How many matches they got left?
Let's see. It looks like everyone's got 1 match left, I think. Oh no, we got 2 people here. Got some 2s. Let's get rid of some of these 2s. Onita and Flair.
Because what could happen is this, right? If Terry Funk beats Hogan, then they're back. Then they're about to be tied.
That's right. And then we get the rematch in the finals.
Yep.
Or he gets spoiled early.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. I guess since we're near the end, let's get some of the low card guys out of the way, which would be like Onita. Get
But
Onita.
I know I have an idea.
What's that?
Say if there's a 3-way tie, right?
They will throw in a tiebreaker in this game.
Nope. They're not going to do a tiebreaker.
Gonna do a triple threat.
Yes.
Would you prefer that, JM?
Well, we'll have to see how the tiebreakers look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there is a tiebreaker.
I know if it's like modern day tiebreaker, it'd be like 3-way tie would be whoever has the better head-to-head record out of all three of them.
Yeah, like say if Goldberg and Funk got tied for second, if Funk beat Goldberg, he would automatically advance.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Onita is battling for.
They used to have a tiebreaker kind of like that for soccer in the UEFA Champions League. It was like if two teams end tied on it after like a knockout round, whoever actually scored the most away goals would be the one to move on. They since got rid of that tiebreaker rule, and it was like, oh no, it goes to extra time and penalty kicks regardless.
I've just noticed Ric Flair is yet to bleed in this match. He got stabbed in the head with a fork twice, but apparently
Onita didn't stab him hard. Onita didn't stab him hard.
Well, because he's in Japan, he can't blade.
Oh come on, we've had people bleeding throughout this whole tournament.
Nah, Onita didn't stab him hard enough.
How hard do you need to stab? Like Ric Flair could sneeze and bleed. Is he not hitting him at all with the forks?
No, Flair's trying to be the good boy and follow the rules.
He bought an extra case of Vaseline.
Yeah,
he's been using it in between his matches.
There you go.
Oh, now he's bleeding.
He's bleeding from a shoulder block.
I remember how UFC actually changed the rules about seconds in the corner. Because it used to be like your seconds could do cut work and everything.
Yeah.
Well, after a GSP match where one of the seconds is putting Vaseline all over his body, they changed it to it's like, oh no, we provide the cut man. The only guy who can talk to you in your corner is your coach, and that's it.
Oh wow.
Because after that point, it's like I think his opponent at the time was complaining he couldn't grab onto him because he was too slippery or something. Then they found out there was Vaseline all over like his shoulders and everything that his corner man kept putting on him. So they had to wipe down the Vaseline, and the guy still couldn't fucking wrestle him.
The Vaseline was just a trick.
Yeah. The Vaseline was essentially just a scapegoat, but even then UFC says like, yeah, we're gonna start providing our own cut man to essentially cut down the bullshit.
I would say though.
But
look at that, Ric Flair showing off how he tiptoes when he's going to the refrigerator at night to make sure no one wakes up.
GSP is like the biggest, is quite possibly like one of the best mixed martial artists in history. Dude's a trained kickboxer, and he could wrestle fuck anyone on that damn roster.
Did you just say wrestle fuck?
Tonight on WrestleFuck.
No, like that literally threw me off a bit, bro.
Yeah, I heard it too. So it's now going to be a new primetime television show.
Yeah, Koscheck was on the roster. Constantly said his style of fighting was WrestleFuck. And he WrestleFucked the shit out of Koscheck in their first match. So second match, Koscheck essentially focused on his sprawling and wrestling defense. And GSP just kicked him in the face and knocked that out.
That body drop 1, 2.
Like, that's what made GSP such a fun fighter. It's like he was a wrestler that no one knew could actually fucking wrestle. And it's like, and when people started focusing on his wrestling, he could use his kickboxing.
He keeps going for the figure four, but Onita does not want to sell the figure four. And these are the best clothes. Oh, there we go. These are the best clothes Onita could find for this occasion.
It's funny too, because according to St. Pierre himself, he never actually trained in wrestling until he started training in MMA. That's when he started doing wrestling.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
well,
back.
you did.
You got a problem
Having
with
fun.
him for not having clothes, bro? Are you clothist?
And again, it's just kind of amazing to hear
What are you
see what
talking
DSP could do.
about,
He could out-wrestle Olympic caliber wrestlers. In his
Okay,
weight
here we
class.
go. This is Onita's last chance to get on the scoreboard.
Oh no!
Come on,
They're gonna go
Olympic,
with
channel your inner Toriano.
I
Come on,
swear.
Onita. You got this, bro.
Come on, Onita. You got one shot at this.
You got this, bro.
Hollywood Hogan has a mustache like me, but
If you
it's not as
lose,
good
if you
as
lose
mine.
this,
Oh, man.
Hase's the best
Can you
political
imagine?
wrestler.
That
Can
is
you imagine
crazy.
Hogan just crits this man with the axe bomber?
Can you
Give 1
imagine if
second.
Onita wins?
Oh
I could
That
see
shit would be fucking going, bro.
So we got Vuigi over here. Vudigi, whatever you got there, Voodoo. That's your character's name?
Oh no!
Bro.
Onita's about to
Onita's about to
marinate
get
in his
fucked
own
up, bro. I swear to
ragu.
God, yo.
Oh, dear. That's awful.
Onita about to get fucked up, bro. I swear to God.
All right, let's see.
But there's a reason.
Ah,
for
here it
that.
goes.
I'm gonna be sad as shit if Onita loses, bro.
Doesn't have a mustache.
Man, it's
Hogan
kind of hard to play my
does have a
Xbox and watch
mustache.
this at the same time.
The mustache gives you power. Remember when Peter Griffin had the mustache and he became a hero?
Italian.
I thought it was because he ate noodles ahead of time. You know, like Pasta Mania.
Pasta Mania. I tried their pasta. It's not as good as what we have here in the Brooklyn.
Is that? Are you gonna take that,
Brother,
JM?
Now that episode I
You-
remember.
You
It's
do
like
not
he
live
grew a
in
mustache
Brooklyn.
and thought he was
Frank,
Italian.
Frank,
And trying
you
the
do
entire
not
time
live in
he was like
Brooklyn.
just having a
I
mustache
am not
doesn't
the
make him Italian.
voodoo. I am a Mario.
No side bread for you, dude.
Brother, don't make me
I-
take away your... brother, I'm taking away your side bread. No salad for you.
Jimmy, take this kid
I,
out back and kill him.
We're gonna do worse than that. We're gonna ship him to
Oh, God, here
Queens.
goes.
Oh my God, he's about to do it. He's about to go
I'm
crazy.
working the sewers, which means I'm in charge of treating your poo-poo.
Come on, Onita.
So yeah, what we're saying is this
Come on,
Brooklyn boy, we're
Onita.
gonna ship him to Queens, Smoot.
Hogan is hulking up right now.
That was weird.
Onita.
Onita's making a
Hogan's like,
comeback.
Hogan's like, I eat
go,
this damage
Onita.
for breakfast, dude.
No.
Oh no, it's out of the ring. Oh my goodness! If he wins by oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my
I swear
goodness,
a
I was
time.
right.
I swear a double count out would be the most. Oh.
That would throw me off.
That doesn't work for me, brother. I'm getting a clean pin in the ring.
No.
You want
No.
something
Onita, you
that
had one.
that takes balls.
Well, you gotta remember,
Oh, bro.
Onita had 6 other attempts at getting the job done.
I don't
No, you want-
care. This
You want to hear
man.
some? You want to know something that takes balls? One
That.
time, my cousin, who's from New Hampshire, went to New York into the middle of Times Square and shouted at the top of his lungs, "Yankees suck."
Oh, he got
Well,
fucked up.
I believe that is probably the best thing you could ever say in New York.
Oh, low blow.
Oh, what would that be?
Yankees
Onita.
suck.
Onita.
No, we do
Oh.
not talk bad about the Yankees.
Eh,
Yeah.
Times Square, they love the Yankees there.
The Onita maniacs are
Manhattan.
upset at the
Onita
Hulkamaniacs.
lost,
They're
We do
throwing.
not tolerate the Yankee slander in Brooklyn.
I'm mad at
Throwing
her.
knives and forks in the
If you're
ring.
gonna slander a team, it better be the Red Sox.
Hey,
They may wear red like me, but they are no good cheaters.
hey, I like the Red Sox.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
Speaking
from
of
New England,
Onita,
man.
lost, bro.
I thought you were from Maryland.
I live in
England.
Maryland. I was born in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
How many matches Terry Funk had?
Terry Funk has
I have to
is
bring
one
I have
less.
to bring characters today. I'm just taking the piss. Don't take anything I say seriously. But the New England Patriots are a bunch of cheaters.
Wait, how many
Inflating the balls and
matches-
stuff. Have they not heard the fair
Terry
play?
Funk has 2 matches left, while Hogan has 1 match left.
But it's funny, like the deflation, the like ball deflation thing. As much as people were trying to get on Tom Brady for that, like half the freaking quarterbacks in the NFL at the time essentially raised their hands like, we do that too.
Oh, then they're all a bunch of cheaters. Except for the Jets and the Giants. They're a good sport, so.
Well,
No,
at
the
least
Jets-
the Jets haven't been relevant since what, Joe Namath?
No, the Jets were ones that
Well,
suddenly to play the ball
they-
too. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can't even win when
And they
cheating.
sucked. They can't even win when cheating. Why are you bothering?
I am not very proud of this, but the Jets were relevant when Mark Sanchez
Oh, yeah,
had
the butt
an
fumble.
unfortunate accident.
Fumble.
You could
The
just
butt
say the
fumble.
butt fumble. Just say the word butt fumble and we know exactly what you mean, because
It
that
is
is...
the butt- it's the-
One
It's
guy
the butt
went
fumble,
one-
yes.
actually went one step closer on that. The butt fumble was essentially the entire Jets franchise. It's like everything the Jets do is that.
Oh no, Sasaki does not look like he has his beard. They'll have to get the view.
Well, these guys are clean shaven. You got a problem with that?
Yes, I do. The mustache is what gives you power. Without it, you are about as useful as a Goomba.
Well, you know what I say to that? You got a new name. You're not an Italian. You're an Albanian pretending to be an Italian.
Wait, what? I've never
Send
been
him
to
to
Albania.
Detroit.
He's going to Detroit. Eat the Detroit-style pizza.
I hate Detroit. I think I did the plumbing job in there once. The sewage in there was really nasty.
That explains Flint. Now, either way, back Oh, okay. Eat the Detroit-style pizza, Giuseppe.
Nah, Flint is what happens when even your
State
even the
government
people
doesn't
you're
know what
voting
to
for
do.
don't give a shit about you.
I know that Michigan is such a. It's not a good state, but the Upper
Michigan
Peninsula.
Is weird. It's like they keep voting for the people who in the long run do not give a shit about them.
Yeah, I just don't understand Michigan. The glove part can just burn in hell. The upper part, though, Marquette, beautiful town, beautiful college. The Upper Peninsula that's stuck next to Wisconsin can stay. The glove, just give it to Canada at this point.
The issues in Flint. At first, the actual federal government was actually giving them money to fix their issues. But when they kept asking for more money, eventually the government finally told them no, because we keep giving you the stuff to fix it. Where the fuck's the money going?
Oh my gosh,
And
they
it
pulled
turned
a
out the
grease on the
mayor-
Germany with the European Union. Hey,
it turned
Germany,
out
I need
the
funds.
mayor-
What are you
the
doing,
mayor
Greece?
essentially-
Bought a submarine.
It essentially turned out, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. The mayor was essentially just spending it on himself and not really doing anything with
What a
it.
fucking asshole.
I got kicked out of Germany for saying Bowser was a gay. They called it the hate speech. Yeah,
I believe that. That's right, the Solanga gay Bowser. I remember.
Yeah.
It took me a while, but my gosh, the fucking...
N64. So, gay Bowser?
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
am not
Mario
back in
64, has anyone ever played any of those crazy ROM hacks people make with that game?
I am not, but
Return to Yoshi Island, it is still a demo, but from what you can get, it's very, very polished and fluid.
about the only ROM hack I've really tried is Pokemon Crystal Paizo.
Oh god.
There's a lot of good ROM hacks I would definitely recommend.
I think one of the very few ROM hacks that I was actually interested in getting was Star Fox 2, but now that that's actually officially available, I'd probably get the actual Super Nintendo Mini.
Or the Nintendo Switch Online, or just get the ROM
I don't
and put
think
it on
Star
your hacked
Fox
Wii.
2 can be considered a ROM hack so much as a leaked ROM.
Yeah, I'd actually agree with that now that I'm thinking of it. But I got a good ROM hack. Anyone ever heard of Smash Remix?
Oh, Smash Remix, yes. I've heard of it.
I swear I'm gonna bring my N64 back from my dad's. Get the Elgato, and we'll do some matches of that someday in the future.
They are not happy about that game.
We gotta go back to
Oh no.
Virtual Pro Wrestling 64.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay, so I've definitely got to do that too for a special
That
day.
shit was so.
I'm trying to think of what other ROM hacks I could try.
The game felt my energy. It felt my anger. And it just fucked up those days. That shit was funny.
Yeah, that's right. I got a complete save with like the edited rosters for 64. So definitely I can show that on the what I got. That's definitely something to do in the future.
But I never thought a game would even feel my fucking anger to the point it fucked up the whole game.
Yeah, because Batting Hat made a joke on Terry Funk when Terry Funk was in a match. The game basically killed itself because how dare you insult Terry Funk? And it just destroyed our league that we were doing.
That shit was so funny, bro.
What game?
Virtual Pro Wrestling 64, basically
On-
World Tour on
actual
steroids.
God.
The actual game.
Not the emulated, the actual game.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny, bro.
So you started insulting Terry Funk, then the game said, "I shall commit most honorable seppuku."
The game was
Yeah,
fucking
Batting Hat. We were upset at Batting Hat for like 10
God
seconds.
damn it, why would you do that?
And then decided on the EverDrive, go through that, and finally get everything, edit the rosters. Boom, did that. And yeah, that's where we're at. And recently, like, let me tell you, the EverDrive, if you have a cartridge-based system, EverDrives are a must-have. So like an NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy, EverDrives are your friend.
I'm not too familiar with EverDrive. What are they again? Like, do they like have every single ROM?
Yeah, it's basically a cartridge with a SD card slip. You just get the software for the EverDrive on the SD card with the ROMs of your choice. And boom, you can basically emulate on the original hardware.
I've seen that for PlayStation as well. People are selling like actual PlayStation memory cards that have ROM hacks inside them.
That's amazing.
So you can actually play these hack games through the memory card.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a PS1. I got a PS2 and a 3. I don't know if that's even possible with those yet.
I know PS2 is PS compatible. Yeah, PS3 is also PS1 compatible.
PS4 is, but you have to buy it. They have to buy the game online.
Oh man.
It doesn't
That
take.
being said, PS2 is your best bet because it's the one that has actual memory card slots. Like PS3 onwards use internal memory.
They also got like USB drives too.
Oh yeah, that's right. USB
yeah.
So basically, you can just plug like from what I know is that just get your hack joint and then hit the drive and just install the little shit on it.
Unfortunately, I can't use my N64 because it hard locked itself when I was doing a NWO Revenge Sim, and now it just won't work anymore.
Oh, you definitely have to find a repair shop for that, I guess.
My PS1 probably still works despite being like 20 years old, but to be honest, I'd just rather emulate the shit on the PC than use reshade filters.
Oh, damn.
Bro, homie's doing
Ric Flair kicked out of 2 Northern Lights bombs in a row.
Bro, Sasaki was going on a rampage.
Ric Flair wants to make Sasaki earn the W.
One of the most interesting things I've seen recently, the PS2 actually outlasted the PS3.
I can believe that because the PS3 was killing Sony's profits for a long time.
Around the time around the time they stopped doing around the time they finally stopped production of the PS3, they were still producing new PS2s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, PS2 is like it is the most successful game console ever.
Like PS2 was not wasn't discontinued until like halfway into the PS4's life cycle.
Yeah, it is. I hear some people criticizing that, oh, the Switch is selling so much because people keep breaking their systems, but like by that logic, you could say the same thing about the PS2 because the PS2 has a history of being fragile also.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the consoles that are breaking within the warranty.
Yeah, slim or nothing.
You a new one for free.
But like you can also say that about the Xbox
360, yeah.
360. Yeah,
like
Red Ring of Death.
My brother had one of the original ones that had the Red Ring of Death. He sent it to Xbox and they just sent him a new one for free.
Yeah. So that's
because they couldn't keep the issue, so they just sent a new one where they had it already.
Yeah, from what I remember, when it came to failure rates that gen, surprisingly, the Wii was the least likely to frick.
BRB, I'm about to go play Shadow the Hedgehog.
Most of the Nintendo stuff is pretty good that way.
fucking hedgehog.
I think the
Yeah,
PS1 is
Mike.
like. I think the PS1 is underrated in its durability. Like, it's obviously not as durable as an N64. Those things could probably tank a rocket launcher.
Yeah, don't forget the Saturn, because if I recall, a lot of PS1s, like their laser reader struggles.
Yeah.
And
I
also
think
there's the urban legend. I don't think it's a legend, more like an actual fun fact. Sometimes if it's failing to read, you could just turn it upside down and it works like normal. Yeah, you just turn the PlayStation, put it upside down, boom, it's like new.
That is so
Would it
goofy.
be hyperbole to say that the greatest game console of all time was the PS2?
It's definitely in the top 5.
It's
like,
not the
definitely up
greatest
there.
because it
It's
don't
one
have
of the highest.
strawberry
It's one of the highest selling. That's for sure.
Like for me, the top 5, if not counting PC, can't add PC.
Yeah. Let's leave PC out of it. Agreed.
Top 5 best game systems of all time, pure power rankings, in no particular order. These are just top 5 in general.
Alright.
Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, Game Boy.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
NES.
Yep,
And of
that's it.
course, you have to add it, the Atari 2600.
Yeah. Then the jury's still out in the PS5.
I mostly agree with the list, but I wasn't even thinking about handheld.
I just kind of add handhelds together because, like, Game Boy, like, look at the handhelds before Game Boy and then look at after.
Yeah, the Game Boy was revolutionary.
Here's my version of the list, and just to, and like a fair warning, I'm more modern than like old school. So yeah.
Understandable. I'm an old man.
But I do know about the Nintendo 64, so I might add that. So my list in no order is the Xbox 360, the PS2, the Nintendo DS.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
That basically saved Nintendo for a good chunk of the 2000s.
Shit. What was my list again? So like, okay. So I said the Xbox, the PS2, the DS. What's another one? I was gonna say the PS4, but because it has more games in the library. Because I was gonna put the Nintendo 64, but it doesn't really have a lot of shit in it.
But the games it does have, a good chunk of them are still revered to this day.
Yeah. Same with the GameCube, right?
Yeah, the GameCube and the N64. It's like the
It really
games they
don't
had,
have
people loved.
Yeah. To this day, like the WWE games on the GameCube, like both WrestleManias and both Day of Reckonings are still considered the best games ever made.
Yeah, it is.
I wouldn't say 18, but 19 I could definitely see when it came to that WrestleMania game.
But yeah. Damn. So that's all I got is 3 games. That's crazy. Oh, I was gonna say the Wii.
It definitely brought a lot of people in. Yeah, the Virtual Console is a great thing. And
the Wii, because my personal bias, the Wii was fun as shit.
No, I don't.
No matter what game
gangbusters, and it's got to be considered in the GOAT conversation, even if like half of the game was shovelware.
But
what it did have, it had some good shit, and also the Virtual Console. And when you hack
the other consoles,
I mean,
you had the Mario Galaxy game, Zelda game.
Nintendo was weird. For every good console they had, they always had one that just does not do well.
Like here's a little picture of the Wii games I got, for example. For some reason, it's upside down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know it's an underrated Wii game.
Pikmin 2.
Mainly because it was a game that was kind of ill-fitting on the Wii. Not control-wise, but more so, the Wii was a family console, and Mad World was not a family game.
Oh yeah, you had freaking the commentators in that. You got the guy who voices Bender and the guy who voices Bob the Builder talking about your brutal mayhem. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, no, it's fucked.
The guy who voiced Bob the Builder was an announcer in Mad World?
Yeah.
Yep. I believe his name was Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway also.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I never played Bruh, y'all never played a fucking Wii game if you never played Call of Duty on the Wii.
Yeah, the first-person shooters on the Wii were actually a good thing.
Yeah, it was good, but it was weird.
I utterly, if you know me, you know that I utterly loathe Call of Duty.
Yeah, you were the guy who played Medal of Honor on the Wii. Okay.
Probably. No,
Good
not
news,
really.
everyone. We only have 3 matches left. Let's take a look at our rankings.
To be fair, of course, I wouldn't have played Medal of Honor.
They're a 3-way tie for second right now.
The only, when it comes to shooters, I generally like them to be either like old school like Doom or Quake, or if you're gonna do military shit, have them be flat out gory as fuck like Soldier of Fortune.
Again, going back to the 0 punctuation, it's either shooters or Spunk Gargle Weeby and no in between.
But we have 2 matches left: Goldberg and Terry Funk, and then Terry Funk and Hogan.
I will say that the Wii had a solid variety because the PS3 and 360 era, let's be honest, everyone that gen was trying to ape Call of Duty 4.
Yeah. Not just that, but it felt like 70% of both of the game's library you could find on the other system.
It's hilarious.
That too.
Exactly. Nintendo's still just doing its own thing.
And there were some times where one version was far superior than the other. Like, say, Skyrim, it was 360 over PS3.
Oh, no.
Bayonetta as well.
I was
like,
watching,
remember, 360 Bayonetta utterly quashed the PS3 version.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, like, E3, like the E3 when they first announced the Xbox One, they said that they wouldn't allow like game sharing or buying used games and things like that.
Oh yeah,
Nintendo was the first one to fucking go ape shit on them.
Don't forget the Sony conference where they had the little thing where it's like, can I borrow your game? Yes, I can. Yes, you can. And then the crowd went nuts. But underneath, in small print during that little jab, it talked about PlayStation Online will now be paid for monthly.
Yeah.
And it's like, they snuck that in, but because everyone was so excited at someone not being the Xbox One, they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The Xbox One got fucking
but there was
yeah, but like the Wii U was... The Wii U, let's just admit it, the Wii U was the worst marketing they could have ever done.
You know what the scary part is?
What's that?
From what I remember, even with the bungling they did, the Xbox One still sold more than either the Super Nintendo or Genesis did.
It did.
That's because there are more people buying games now than there were back then.
Fair enough.
Video games are more mainstream now than they were in the 90s.
That and around the time the Xbox One came out, Microsoft essentially completely 180'd on everything they said already.
Yeah, but it gave too much damage. What could have been 20 million extra sales, they all went to the PS4.
There is one more console that I haven't mentioned in my list.
Which one is that?
The PSP.
Oh yeah. Oh, PSP was great.
PSP. It's like
you hack your PSP. It is the ultimate handheld at the time.
I'm gonna say this though.
The PSP at the time had really fucking good visuals. Like
PSP's marketing campaign made me laugh my ass off.
Oh yeah, the squirrel ads were the worst thing they've ever done with that system.
I'll say it was roughly in between the PS1 and the PS2, maybe a bit closer to PS2. Like
getting a head start here on Goldberg.
Honestly, that's something I've always liked about Sony. Their ad campaigns have always been just like over the top and goofy and not to be taken seriously.
Yeah, but let's just admit it, the squirrel ad campaign was shit.
I've never seen it.
I know, I think it worked.
I'm playing Nut outside and stuff like that.
It's like cheese.
No, there's a good cheesy, like the PS1, that did it right, PS2. PS3... with the weird mannequin baby, that was...
Yeah, that turned people off.
That was stupid.
PS3.
Oh yeah, there was also...
And it wasn't because of the $599 price tag.
There was also a PSP ad on like a billboard that had like a pale chick holding a very dark-skinned chick by the throat. That was...
Oh yeah,
it
was for like a white PSP coming out or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what were they? And if I recall, that was like in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It even says that the PS3 is already struggling for sales. You do not need that. You do not need to dig yourself deeper.
What do we think was the closest battle? It was probably Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis.
Yeah, like you go to America, Goldberg has got second place. But Terry Funk, if he could win against
Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were practically neck and neck versus each other until Donkey Kong Country came out and sealed the deal for the Super Nintendo.
And then Sega fell apart when every time they brought out a new console, they said, yeah, within a year this is gonna be no good anymore because we have a new one coming out.
Don't forget about how, with back to the sales, they were neck to neck everywhere except Japan, where for every Genesis sold, or Mega Drive, because Japan, about 1.6 Super Nintendos were sold.
In like South America, it was the exact opposite.
Yeah, but because South America gaming market, it's like for every one person in South America that bought a video game system, there were about 5 or 8 in Japan.
Jeez.
Now here we go, our last G1 match, Hogan versus Terry Funk.
Hey, I came back just in time.
Hogan already won the tournament.
Yeah, but remember, we get finals.
The PS3
stat that always made me laugh, how shit the Xbox is always done in Japan.
Well, it's an American company.
Not all in Japan.
We don't want your stinky Gaijin product.
Don't forget that the Xbox's first ad campaign for the original Xbox, picture of Bill Gates holding a burger in one hand and an Xbox controller in the other.
Oh god.
It's stinky Gaijin cuisine. Deplorable.
Which is funny because Kaito Kiyomiya is a huge hamburger fiend.
A lot of people in Japan love hamburgers, surprisingly.
That's crazy.
Like, the McDonald's in Japan, they always have crazy ad campaigns that it looks like it's a Man versus Food episode.
Jesus.
You know, I know that the Xbox 360 versus PS3 fight was closer than Nintendo versus Genesis when we're talking about sales, but the problem is the Wii won that generation.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But for the longest time, 360 was mogging, wiping the floor with the PS3. But then something amazing happened.
What?
The PS3 finally decided to get a game.
Wait,
also, there was an old joke that the PS3 had no games.
You know,
what hampered the PS3 early on was the $600 price point.
And also, like, all of the big games they had that were coming out were make or break for studios. Like Factor 5, they sent out Lair. It failed, Factor 5 died.
Oh no.
Ninja Theory, send out Red or whatever that game was called. Not Haze, it was...
Wet?
Not Wet, it was like Heaven's Blade or something.
Oh, Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword. Almost killed the company, but it was just enough to break even. Then again, Ninja Theory always seem to have an issue where it looks like they're going to die, but then they somehow stay alive.
You know, the only PlayStation exclusive that I actually kind of, well, a few. One of them is Twisted Metal. The other one is Infamous. That one was good.
I miss Twisted
Sucker
Metal.
Punch does Infamous, don't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, remember when they made Sly Cooper games?
Yes.
Remember Little Big Planet?
I remember that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, there were a lot of those studios were make or break, but like in the first few years, there were a lot of breaks.
It's not Sucker Punch Studios anymore. It's Tsushima Tourism Board Ambassador Sucker Punch Studio.
Oh, that's how you know that the game they made was popular. And of course, well, it looks like the finals are going to be Hogan and Goldberg.
I don't think there's a finals for this, right?
There are finals, if I recall.
The guy who named like their two top guys that made the Ghost of Tsushima game. He said it's like if it was up to him alone, he'd have made everyone who worked on that game and everyone who ever played it tourism in that week.
So let's take a look at our rankings. Goldberg and Hogan are in the finals.
Since y'all mentioned Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna look up like the greatest games of all time.
Wait a minute. How did Onita lose all his matches?
Because it's Onita.
We can't
I'm
wrestle.
gonna-
Use it, bro.
I'm on Wikipedia's list of video games considered the best. It says it has to be it has to have at least 6.
There is no
Hogan.
finals.
God,
in
I'm
this
so
block.
blabbery today. Oh, Hogan won.
Yeah, I told you.
So Hogan is our
Hogan won the
IWGP
IWGP title by winning the G1.
How would that work?
Well, I mean, like in the '80s, they gave a belt to the tournament winner at the time, like the predecessor, the G1 Climax, and it's Hogan.
Yeah.
He did that in the '80s too. History repeats itself. Coincidence?
I hate
I think
everything.
not.
I
Well,
hate
there
it.
we go. Hogan, would you like to give a promo with your new fucking belt?
Brother,
I told you I'd
brother.
I told you I'd do it, dude. I told you I would make history once again and win the G1. And Ric Flair, Funk you, all of y'all, you go fuck yourselves, brother. The power of Hulkamania is legendary, and it will never be derailed.
Until next week.
Very well. Well, there you have it. That's our New Japan show. I hope you pretended to like it as much as we pretend to hate you. I'm just okay, but
That's
I
crazy.
would say the best match was that Akiyama. Like there was that one match. I think it was Akiyama and Onita that got like a 90% or so.
It was Akiyama and Flair.
Akiyama and Flair. That was definitely match of the night.
It was going woo, 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 man.
Well, tune in next time where we go to All Japan. Any sneak preview for the All Japan show, Skittles?
Alright, so, okay, so, you see, the next joint is going to be the Champions Carnival, because I'm supposed to do a tournament, so, why not? So yeah, in the Champions Carnival, there's gonna be, wrestlers in it. It's gonna be wrestlers in this damn tournament, and, yeah.
Is it an 8-man?
I think it's gonna be an 8-man.
Oh, right.
Oh man. But yeah, so yeah. To next week for the Champions Carnival for some reason.
All right.
There
Well,
has to be a tournament.
I know, right?
It's Japanese wrestling. There has to be a tournament.
I'm legally obligated to do a tournament.
It's like that scene in Kung Pao. I remember my friend telling me that there'd be a chosen one. Flashback. There will be a chosen one. And it will be significant. Flashback back. It will be significant. It's like that with what you're saying with the tournament. I remember listening to the Booker talking about tournaments. There will be a tournament.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, until then, we'll see you next time.
Oh.